Yeah, it was too much.
We're live. We are up and should be streaming. Looks like the bitrate's looking good. Discord. Crank that volume up. Get in the right channel. Sorry, Reese. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna grab your figure.
Reese, are we playing tonight? Yes, I am just super slow.
If we can steal that diamond, think of all of the poor, hungry children that we'll feed.
Like the 4 of you. Wait, the 5 of you. Brom wasn't there yet.
All right.
Here's your...
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Over here.
And even then, afterwards, there would be like... We took... what did I say? Did I say thirds? Do we have to split it in thirds?
Yeah.
That would give us like 2,500 divided by 5. That's only 500. I mean, it's cool, but it's not as much as I was initially thinking it was.
I guess it's not that
If I got to keep it all for myself.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we just kill Knuckles? What's his name?
No, you
Needles.
can't kill Needles. He's like a father.
Knuckles is like his...
He has needles tattooed on his knuckles,
Right?
but it's like spelled wrong.
What? How much is a good like staff of withering cost these days?
Let's find out. It's a magic item, so technically it's not for sale.
What?
Yeah, magic items in 5th edition are supposed to be like super rare.
I can't just go down to
So
like the magic item store.
You can't go buy a magic item in the magic item store.
At least get a staff of striking. That's what it was. But brass knuckles style.
Yeah.
Like, can you take this staff and just turn it into brass knuckles? Great. Keep the magic. Keep everything.
Okay.
Because it was like this. I think it's a plus 2 weapon.
Normally, in 5th edition, that's the case. Obviously, I don't like that either. I like magic items too. So what we're doing, I'm still figuring it out. You guys haven't really gotten into anywhere like major. Baldur's Gate's the biggest place that you got. Yeah, but there's things that are going to happen, and there may be opportunities for
character sheet
magic items.
That might be good.
So we're live.
I'll be right back.
Yep, I believe so. Double check.
Hello, is there a Thornock there?
Not yet.
Thornock, are you there? It's me, Margaret.
Yes, it was broadcasting automatically.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay!
Sorry.
Real quick, before we start, shout out to our friends across the pond.
Across the pond?
Yep. At Messed Up
I should
Movies.
not do that when we're talking nice about people.
Yeah,
I do not
at
do
Messed
that.
Up Movies on Twitter, they do a D&D. They play D&D, and then they kind of act out some scenes of it. It's pretty funny.
Sweet.
They've got 6 episodes and a prologue up right now.
Nice.
So check that out. They said more's coming 2018. So
What was the name again?
Messed Up Movies.
Messed
So they're
Up
on
Movies.
YouTube and then they're on Twitter.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you, Messed Up Movies. Hello. And hello to everybody. Welcome back to the Order of the Broken Spear Adventures. Happy hour.
Yay! Where's my drink? Oh, that's right.
It's right in front of you. Yeah. I am
This way.
the humble dungeon master.
Everyone knows I'm in charge.
And I'm joined tonight by Lunira, Brahm, Ari, and
Akio.
yes, thank you.
And
And Thornock, of course, who is here in spirit.
Always.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Stop telling everyone I'm dead.
So last time, the party made it to Baldur's Gate, which is a wonderful crap hole.
It's my hometown.
It is indeed Ari's hometown. It's where she grew up on the streets, where she learned to be a thief, and where her brother died. So, not a very good ending there.
Awkward.
But then she went to the monastery. That's kind of still in Baldur's Gate territory.
Yeah, just outside of town.
Yeah. And the party made it back in, and they found that they were being followed. And Ari decided to find out who was following them. So she had Brahm turn her invisible. And she followed behind the party until she saw an old friend and decided to go for him instead of following who was following them. Needles talked with her, met the whole group. They had a nice conversation. Needles offered them work to steal a giant diamond that they're debating on.
Pride. And...
Yeah, he was. He's a character, a non-player character, some would say. And then the party did eventually find one of the people who was following them, only to find out that they were not following to look for Ari, who had been a thief her life in Baldur's Gate, but actually they were all searching for Lunera because she has a bounty on her head. And this bounty is basically to bring her back to the gladiatorial pits. So they decided what better way to get the bounty off of her head than to turn her in.
Yes. Sensible.
Yes.
Did we get the gold for
Very
that?
good.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay,
got-
okay.
we got-
Just
So
wanted to make sure.
they took her to a den of thieves. Does anybody remember the guild name?
It was Black Sails.
Black
Yes,
Sails.
that is correct.
Sails.
10 points to
I do
Gryffindor.
remember that because I insulted them and told
Which-
them they're a bunch of pink sail frilly something.
That's true. By the way, I realized that when people give points to Gryffindor or Slytherin in like the books because of a certain character, it's really them handing experience points out to that person.
Yeah.
That's why Neville leveled up so much, because in that first book he got like 150 experience points.
Yeah, because it's courageous to stand up to your
Exactly.
Wow.
It's true.
I never thought of it that way.
This is how we do it.
And then they ended up defeating the Black Sails, getting out of there before the cops could catch them, and they strung up.
And we left him Spider-Man style.
Yes.
All
Spider-Man
thanks to
style.
Robbie Jean Pants.
Yes, thank you, Robbie Jean Pants
And then Robbie.
and Little Robbie.
And little Robbie.
Was it Robbie or Ravi?
R-A-V-I.
So Robbie.
Or R-A-V-V.
Robbie.
Ooh.
Robbie.
Now, what is the group's next step? It is about midday, getting close to the afternoon.
Pretty beat
Well,
up.
we need
True.
to.
Yeah, we definitely need to rest.
We at least need a short rest. We're supposed to meet with Needles at night. He was going to find us at an inn near the North Gate.
Mhm. Because that's where you guys were heading originally.
I guess we should discuss. Also,
What time of day is it?
can we like make our way north? He said it's like midday. That would give us enough time to take a long rest
I do need to take a long rest.
and be
Yeah.
like up for
I'm pretty
combat.
dead.
if we're gonna see him.
I'm like
Just saying.
teetering on the edge
Okay.
of death.
So here's my question.
Rom had some bravado. That
As we're making our way towards the North Gate,
Mhm.
I want to kind of have a conversation like, I mean, how does everyone feel about robbing from the rich to steal from the poor? It's
Wait,
What? Robbing the rich?
sorry, robbing from the rich to feed the poor. Thank you.
Oh. I mean,
Which is
I thought I was the drunk one.
which is the only way.
That was Robin Hood's less popular saying.
That doesn't seem right.
The only way I feel like I can even come close to justifying pulling off this job is if we do like we said, and I force Needles to give a third of the proceeds to the orphanage.
Do you trust him to actually follow through on his work?
Well, I don't need to try. I don't, for the record, but I mean, we can go with him to the fence when.
Is there any possibility that he may try and steal? Should we procure any safeguards, or is there a need to keep an eye on
that
it?
he might try and steal it from the
Steal it
orphanage.
back, yes.
I trust him at the very least to fear for his own skin
All right.
enough to know that if I were to find out that something were to happen after him, and he has honor of sorts. There is honor among
Okay.
thieves to an extent. And he's like family. I don't think he'd double cross. It's possible. So not a bad.
so be
thing to
prepared,
consider.
basically.
Well, you know me. Any gold will cross my pocket. More than welcome.
Okay. Well, I say we do it. I don't really much like this Duke anyway, and frankly, an opportunity to help out some underprivileged,
Yeah.
and maybe ourselves in the meantime. Though I try not to think about that too much.
Just
Um,
think of it as restitution for your.
No. I cannot put a price on the life of Garrett.
Sure, carry on. I've been drinking.
You have no diplomacy.
That was his name, right?
Diplomacy.
Huh?
Garrett?
Garrett. As we're walking, is there any way we can sort of like very quickly, without getting into too much of a time sink, like sell off some of our stuff and divvy up the proceeds.
I too would just like to make sure that there's no other wanted posters hanging around.
Sure.
You know.
Let's tear those down as we
Okay.
go.
It's like Hydra. Take one down, 7 more take its place.
It's like
Yeah,
a trading card. We gotta
let's
No,
see.
it's like Assassin's Creed. You gotta.
What non-money treasures do you have?
Just 2 emeralds and 4 hematite.
Emeralds and 4 hematite, and that is.
I'm pretty sure you got.
Oh, where did I write that
I
down?
got what?
You grabbed all the loot from it, right?
Yeah, what was it
I
that
don't
was...
think anything else.
300 gold, right?
Yeah, well, we had the bag of 300 gold, and I added that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wasn't there something on the bodies of the people that we took out? If so, I didn't write anything
Your
down.
ring was going crazy, by the way.
Yes.
Sucking up blood.
That's right.
Speaking of my ring going crazy, can I do a little intelligence check?
When you have an hour. If you, I mean, you don't really have an hour right now.
Let's get to the. Let's get to the.
I'm gonna have an hour for 3 seconds.
Let's get to the
I
end.
need a minute or an hour.
Let's see
Come
here. So
Game just moves so fast.
you are choosing to go sell that stuff off.
Yeah,
Just trying to get rid of it a little bit quicker.
yeah. I mean, I just don't want to take a lot of like, gaming session.
Yeah, I understand.
Haggling
You could
with.
just
Should we
drop
put
it off
all
in
of
an
our
alleyway.
funds in like a bear box, so in case we get caught trying to steal the diamond, that we don't lose all of our money? Should bury it in the woods.
bury our gold. Wrong spot.
I'm afraid of getting caught, and then they take all.
Go
the
ahead and
stuff.
roll me a wisdom check.
These taxable funds.
An appraisal.
They're
Just regular
pre-tax.
old wisdom.
Allow me
Yep.
to tax these.
It's a Roth IRA. I've been told.
I get a witness.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Of course.
This is how I start off rolling only 20s, and then once we get into combat,
Combat,
I'll-
come
Why,
out the
why do you
ones.
think that I have you roll so many checks? at the beginning of this?
Just wait to have you roll until we fight.
Like, let's just take some of that good juju from that dice.
All right. Yes. So you are. Yeah. You're able to find a buyer who buys all of that: the green onyx and the hematite, and it's a total of.
Wait, I say 2 emeralds. Is that the same?
Yeah, I think that is.
2 emeralds.
I don't have anything else written down here.
Okay.
So it was from the hag's cabin,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Green. I don't know why they call it green onyx. Onyx is always black. But whatever. So that is a total of 150 gold pieces. You got them
Oh.
for full value there.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, and the cooking spices sell.
the cooking spice.
Oh.
Yeah, that Lunera
Good,
has.
because I don't want these
Yeah,
things.
14 gold pieces.
14!
Maybe like pepper or anything. You get skin irritants in that collection.
Okay,
No,
so-
it's all like thyme and rosemary.
So
Mhm.
one plat is
Actually,
I can't lie.
the hag adjusted it, and it says Rosemary's Baby on it on the bag. So
Yeah, I definitely want to get rid of that.
It's literal baby powder.
one platinum is 100
It's
gold. or
not
10
good.
gold?
one platinum is 10 gold pieces.
10 gold.
Yep.
Okay. So in that case,
Keep in mind that not a lot of people have change for platinum.
right. In that case, we are all going to get the equivalent of 5 plus 50
Okay.
equals divided by 5. Ooh, it's divisible by 5.
130.
133 gold.
Yeehaw.
apiece.
133.
How much was that?
133. Also, what's your experience at right now?
Yeah. 5170. I might be
40,
leading the way.
4870 for me.
70
So
out of what
I'm
for this level?
6,500. So I'm 1,300 off. 1,330. And I think I'm probably up
Probably
a
gonna
little
be
bit because
better,
I'm probably
yeah.
getting bonus XP for like traps.
Yeah, traps.
I'm at 4760 out of 6,500. Halfway.
Okay.
Or like over halfway.
So I'm gonna delete these things out of my inventory.
And that experience just keeps piling up in 5th edition, right?
Right.
It's not like it starts
So
over.
at
it's there.
6,500 when you gain experience, now
You're
you're
at
6,800.
Okay, all right.
I am
Um,
sorry, but what was the total amount of gold that was split?
133.
Thank you.
And then you guys make your way to the north side. It's pretty much the same. The wide pretty much stretches the entire way through the city. This kind of marketplace and everything. You see people shuffling about, getting caravans ready, trade goods ready. Again, there's no cart traffic inside Baldur's Gate, but there are a lot of people. A lot of what's the word? They're not stewards. They're porters. There's a lot of porters shuffling things about. And so, where are you guys heading exactly at the north side of the city?
Making our way towards the gate. Is there only one gate on the north side?
Oh yeah, there's only one. Like there's the north gate.
I mean, of course, I know that.
Yeah.
Because I grew up here.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But yeah, making our way towards the gate and just looking for an inn. I think. Yeah.
Yep.
One that Needles would think should look for us.
Alrighty. Let's see. Reputable, not reputable.
Reputable.
Okay.
I'll put a little thieves' camp sign on
Alrighty.
the if he'll let me do that. Some sort of something,
Yeah.
some sort of marker that he would know.
Mhm.
But
Oi, mate, in here. Yeah.
conspicuous. Adventurers in here. We never killed the black sails before.
So you find a nice inn. It's called the Darling.
The darling.
Mhm. It's named twice, once for each of the innkeeper's lovely twin daughters that he wants you to keep your hands off of. All of y'all's.
Fair enough.
Well, like y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the new Nero.
No promises.
Especially you, devil woman.
Ow. I
You
am
went there. I wasn't going there, but that was.
so
He
offended.
avoids Thornock's eyes.
Here's the fence.
Thornock does tell him no promises.
I
That's
know.
Hello,
He doesn't
is
really
it,
want
is
to
it
know.
a female or male innkeeper? Male?
male.
Say?
Yes.
Okay. Say,
Yes.
good sir. We're looking for
Thank you,
rooms.
sir.
Would you have
Yeah.
3 rooms? The orc needs his own. He's smelly. The half orc.
3 rooms.
3 rooms, I think. Right? You guys can share. We
I'm
can
good.
I
share.
don't know if we're good enough friends.
Why would you refuse jerky?
I'm just looking for a discount. That's all.
I'm sure room. I can sleep on the floor most of the time. I'll pass out.
Here.
Fall asleep on the
Yes,
floor.
we do have
There's a
bedrooms.
specific thing that I'm looking
Please
for.
don't keep
I just
winning
need
the
a
game.
closet to hang upside down.
Keep winning the game is bribing the.
Don't you
GM
have
with food.
hooves?
Yeah. And
Fair enough.
I'm totally kidding.
So yeah, that'll just be a gold piece for each room for the night.
Okay. Pony up.
How much?
We're sharing a room.
Okay.
I'll pay.
So five silver for the people sharing a room, and then Thornock a gold.
Unless you just want to share 2, Thornock. I thought you might want your own room.
Sure, I'll get my own room.
I'll buy a room, bro. You just buy my dare later.
Fair enough. I'll earn it.
And he hands you the keys. Each key is labeled with a picture of an animal, kind of just a painting on like one of those wooden toggle things that the keys come with. And then when you guys head upstairs, you just see that the corresponding animal is on the doors. Yeah.
What's our animal?
Let's see. Badger. And for the men,
Badger.
a wasp.
Mushroom.
We're a wasp.
Mushroom. Badger.
And then for Thornock,
Honey badger.
Oh, we're
it's there's badger and then honey badger right next to you, just like they look the same. I don't know what this is. No, it's a beetle for Thornock's room,
Cool.
like a Hercules beetle. They're like really awesome.
All right, let's
Definitely
take,
aren't
let's
just my
take a long
favorite.
rest. You said it was like midday.
Silly.
Maybe by now it's
Yeah.
early afternoon.
Mhm.
Fair enough. Yes,
I need a long rest.
I only need 4 hours, so I'll take my 4 hours and then go down into the common room and wait.
Alrighty.
For needles.
So, Dallin, you'll be able to do your research now as well.
Yes. Okay.
What are you at so far? For those of you who are just joining us, Dallin is working on a puzzle ring that he found that has something to do with a mysterious ring he is also wearing that appears to drink blood.
It's really weird,
And
guys.
he's got to roll an intelligence check each day if he spends an hour working on the puzzle, and then he adds that total intelligence check to his total, which I believe is 1,000. Or is it 500?
I've got it noted
Please
as.
change it to 500.
Let me see.
It's a vampire
I
ring.
I've got it as 500.
Okay.
I'm at 144 out of 500.
Okay, there you go.
But I just got 7 plus to check. So should I add my modifier? or-
Yes, you're adding your intelligence modifier.
So 11 more.
So everybody can take a long rest. Nothing happens. There's no random encounters in this inn.
That's good.
There is a bugbear, but he's supposed to
Brom
be.
decides to.
I flirt a little bit with it. I flirt a little bit with the innkeeper's
Well, Brom
daughters,
isn't here.
but very in a very tame way.
Oh, of course.
Use this as my.
Compared to all of the other like cat calls and everything that they're getting throughout the day, this is like a welcome blessing.
Just nice.
Yep.
Just a nice lesbian monk.
A lunk.
What a lunk.
And then it's about everybody is just about waking up from their naps. You know, you're feeling refreshed. All of your wounds are magically healed because that's how long rests work. You don't have to worry about weeks to heal a broken arm. Just 6 hours.
Great.
It's great about D&D. Banging
And,
around and take a nap.
and Needles walks in. He again is balding on top, but making up for it in the beard. He's got kind of a little more of a paunch than usual, and his clothing is just kind of your standard leather jerkin, your standard smuggler's outfit, I would say, if you're familiar with that. Basically, the Han Solo package.
Oh.
Yeah.
I say,
Quite that.
I'm glad that you can still read the signs.
I'm surprised that you can still ride him. You're the one who's been out of the know for a while.
Touche. I don't know if you speak French, but that means well played.
Good to know.
Wait, does France exist in this world?
It would be, let's see,
Let's
French
start.
is,
I don't know if you speak
Far
Neverwinterese.
French. What would French be?
Far Eastern
Yeah.
Elvish.
No, Elvish. Elvish is just English, but with a British accent. That's what Elvish is.
Fair enough.
French would probably be. Actually, it'd probably be Gnomish.
Yeah, I was just going to say
Yeah.
Gnomish, yeah.
We apologize to all of our French viewers.
Oui, mon ami.
So dwarves would be like Russian or German?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Scottish,
Probably
yeah.
Scottish.
Definitely Scottish. That's right.
I say, so is everyone's joined us at the table now? I'm assuming we're.
Everybody's coming downstairs.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry if you're French and I've offended you.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not sorry.
The innkeeper's daughters have brought a veritable tray of treats, bite-sized morsels, perfect for hand feeding.
I just want to add that
I
I'm
wink.
trying to hide my horns as
Good
possible.
plan.
You're wearing your
Hood
hood.
a hood.
I wink.
I say so.
Sorry, Thornock, what was that?
I wink.
You wink. They give you that polite smile, like I'm on duty, so I have to be nice to the customers.
No, Thornock, leave him alone. You smelly old.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
It's not
I
smart.
wink both of you at the same time.
You've already been thrown out of one tavern.
I'm not looking to get in a
Today.
fight, but show some respect.
Um,
No, I wink at you.
I'm drunk with man.
Akio, he winks at you.
I just flip him off.
Okay, so
That could be a compliment in the orc culture. You don't know.
I'm banking on it. I'm hoping.
I say,
Will you marry me?
so I think as long as you agree to my terms, as far as the divvying up of revenue, of the proceeds, shall we say, from the diamond, we're in.
Can't say I don't like it. But,
Then don't. Say that you don't like it.
I can't say that I like it, is what I think you mean.
what am I, a speaker? A linguist? A philosopher? Sorry. But, I mean, third's better than nothing. Plus, we get to stick it to that Baron. Duke. Yeah, Duke. Sorry. Just checking my thieves' notes over here. They're all in thieves' camp, which is literally just chicken scratch.
I say, so what's your plan? And what use can you make of a half orc, a wizard, a tiefling? I mean,
Well,
I know what I would do, which is sneak in and steal the diamond.
Mhm.
But assuming you need a distraction, you're the boss man. What's the plan?
well, your friend over there is a bard, right?
And a mighty fine one.
Are you wearing your Harper's pin?
I'm hiding it right now.
You are hiding it?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, your bard friend here might be able to get an audience with the Duke and keep him entertained. And these three, and he points at Lunira, the half-orc, and Akio. You're not just
The
a half-orc.
half-orc?
It's Thornock.
Mudblood.
Soon we will be making sandwiches out of it.
Yep.
That tuna works.
They are more
Works.
backup. Plan B. Well, Plan C. Because Plan A always goes wrong.
Oops.
So the plan is
Plan C.
you go in, sneak in, steal the diamond while he's distracted. And then if something goes wrong, they come in after you.
Fair enough.
Cause a commotion at the front gate, keep the guards there busy, giving you enough time to get away.
Is there anything about this Duke temperament, things that he likes, doesn't like that you may know of? I haven't had time to what's the word? Choke the place?
Case the joint.
Case the joint. Yes, I'm learning.
No, we're sort of in a time crunch here. You guys are leaving tomorrow, aren't you?
I can make do in
We
any
were hoping to.
circumstance.
Yeah.
Especially if this is successful.
Well, let's hope it's successful. Otherwise, you're leaving tonight in a hurry.
If I am to perform, I would like to change into my performance clothes.
By all means, you just want to go under the table and do that, little guy?
I'll be back.
I say,
I go,
so do you have a map of the place? What are the escape routes? Where's the safe house after the job where we can meet up? And because we're going with you to the fence, of
Mhm.
course, to ensure
I would
that,
expect nothing less.
to ensure that everybody gets their cut and that the orphanage gets theirs as well.
Well, as you know, and he goes into a diatribe about the layout of the mansion, mostly because I don't want to sit there and.
That's fine.
It's very Ocean's 11 style, so everything's happening while it's going on, and
I'm
we'll
the
get
little
to how it
Chinese
goes.
dude. Got
Yep.
it. About the rest of you guys. I'm the greaser.
Okay.
Basically,
Cultural tonight.
the Duke's mansion isn't extravagant. It's only about 20 rooms and a couple like vaults and everything. The western vault is the vault that you guys are going into. And it's basically, and he gives you the layout, and it's this kind of octagonal room with pillars, and he's got a few fancy suits of armor in there, and he's got a few, there's no windows, obviously. There's no windows to crawl through or anything. That'd be too easy. And in the middle is the pedestal with his prize on it, which is this diamond. And I don't know if we called it a specific diamond. The tiger's eye.
Rising up as you're going in there, like coming in, and so like James,
I'm going to be
whatever
going in
the
like...
Mission Impossible.
It might
song.
ruin my stealth check, but I'm still going to be singing.
Feel free.
I cast silence before, so nobody can hear.
Right. And he kind of gives you the good layout. He's like, no, there's no window directly into the vault, but there is a window about halfway down and about 3 stories up. Think you can climb that high?
Wait, sorry, say that again. I was
Halfway
thinking
down the
about
building, 3 stories up is a window, pretty much your best access point.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
You got rope.
And
You good?
yeah,
You got rope.
I don't need
plenty of room.
This is true. You're pretty nifty.
And the safe house is going to be here. I was just going to come back wherever you guys. Yeah. There isn't anywhere else that I can really think of. I mean, we don't have too many safe houses that aren't on the north side of the city. I figured you guys wanted to stay in this general area.
That's fine as long as we know that we're not being tracked. Or watched. Do you have what's your role in all this?
My role's getting the fence.
Will you be helping us set up perhaps an audience with the Duke, a performance?
Oh, it's already done.
Ah,
Yep. Oh,
wonderful.
sorry. And he pulls out a small like invitation scroll We sure show scrolls as big things, but paper's expensive. Probably about that big. You know, it's Raven carrying size. And he sets it down and he goes, "That's the formal invitation for a bar tonight. I was able to convince him that we got one of the finest players in the land here, so your boy better step up."
He's good. He's good.
He's really good.
He's changing right now.
Of course, yeah. That's exactly what's going on. So, all right. I think that's about it. And then, like I said, you three, and he looks at Thornock, specifically Thornock, whose name is Thornock Garglemouth, and says, "You guys are back up. Think you can handle it?"
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
You look dashing in your
he already got
performance
us an
attire.
invitation.
We are your backup
Yeah,
dancers.
he slides you the scroll.
Thank
Just
you.
a scroll of invitation.
I came back from being dressed in my
Yes.
clothes.
You look great.
Oh, fair enough.
And also, just to let you know, they did say that they got the finest bard in the area for this. So
Absolutely.
Yep. You better step up your game.
Absolutely.
Alrighty.
No doubt.
Any questions? Oh, there's one more thing. The Duke is rather into a lot of stuff. So don't touch anything else in the vault.
Why?
Just
Why
trust
would
me.
you just say? Why would you say that?
Are you
Clearly, you want
suspecting
us
that-
to touch stuff.
Are you suspecting that something's trapped or magically cursed?
Oh, I'm sure it's all trapped.
Sure.
But he is into gathering peculiar artifacts. So you don't want to touch things in there and not know what they're going to do. So
Touch everything.
touch nothing but the lamp is what I'm trying to say here.
The diamond in the rough.
I say, Brom,
Actually, don't touch the lamp. That's a bad idea.
here's
Here's a line.
what I would suggest. Oh wait, you can't walkie-talkie me. Huh?
Actually, hold on. I can. It says I can talk through
Walls.
stuff.
Right.
So I don't know if I can cast it and what the
What is her
time
spell name again?
duration is one
Whisper.
round.
Oh, it's only a round.
So
What is it?
But I'm thinking like after every
Is it-
song,
is
you
it
should check in with
whisper?
me.
Message?
Message.
Message. It's specified through solid objects you are familiar with. Oh, okay. You can cast a spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier, whether that be magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet
It's
of
probably
lead,
going to be
3
more than a
wood
foot of
blocks.
stone between
Yeah,
us.
because you're going to be in a vault.
Okay, I say here's what we'll do.
But it says the spell doesn't have to follow a straight line and can travel freely
Yes.
around corners and
It's
through
120
openings.
feet. So as long as cumulatively it's within
Are we
120
gonna
feet.
will we be within 120 feet?
I mean, I didn't get proper measurements with the guy's layout. I didn't have that rolly thing that
Yeah.
you get to measure feet in.
Absolutely.
Well,
Or whatever
we
medieval
can try.
version.
Let's
You're
try.
fine.
Let's try this.
I don't think they have.
If you
anything.
could try to check in with me after
I will do
perhaps
my
after
best.
every song, just to see if I'm alive or dead or captured or
Do a test. Can you hear me?
over.
Only, except for he was talking there, like he was physically talking.
Try it with the step.
Wait,
Yes,
hold on. I forgot.
I heard that too.
Actually, you right now.
I say, listen,
And most
if all else fails and I'm in trouble and I need to communicate such to you, the best I can do is a minor illusion. Is that what it's called? The cantrip.
Yes.
I'll
That will be
shoot.
sufficient.
I'll shoot some fireworks like outside the window where you'll be able to see it.
Perfect.
If
Hopefully, no.
if you get in danger, I think everybody's gonna know. But if you're in danger,
It's-
not that you would be. I mean, you're the bard.
Well, if I'm in danger, I'll just go invisible and just.
You can go invisible?
I don't. Possibly.
I say, I've stepped up.
I am that
What
good.
can I say?
And you're worrying about. Can you turn other people invisible?
Yes, I
Yes,
can.
of course. That was part of the plan. We haven't got it.
I'll let you guys figure it out. I mean,
I
obviously.
only need one thing. That's man's leg.
No, no.
Oh boy.
I mean, I can try and get it for you, I suppose.
I say, okay,
What does his face look like when you grab it?
let's do this. Before we part ways, invisibility lasts an hour, right?
Yes.
And I just have to
You have
concentrate.
1 hour.
I have to concentrate.
He has to concentrate.
Can
Concentration.
Can you
1 hour.
concentrate playing a song and making?
He
It
might
doesn't
have
say
to make a
it doesn't
concentration.
say concentration on here.
What?
What?
Oh no, you're right. It
I was
does.
gonna be like,
It's at the top.
what kind of
It's at the
poorly designed game?
It's at the top. You're right. You're right. I was looking down at the bottom. I was thinking it was down by the casting time.
Yeah.
It's up at the top.
Maybe we shouldn't rely on it because I don't want to be like, about to snag a diamond and like you fail your concentration.
Yeah,
He gets way too into Johnny Be Good and it shuts off.
my dancing lights is also concentration, which would be something I probably end up trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just do. Listen, I'll just do passive face on myself, which gives me a +10 to my own stealth check. Yeah, and I naturally have a +6.
Yeah, so
So
plus 16, you're
I'll
gold.
be practically invisible.
What are all these stats you? Where's this written?
All right, well, best of luck to you. I'm gonna go get the fence put together. Maybe get myself a nice new suit or something while I'm out.
I say maybe perhaps it would be easiest if you could get Sister Dragon Kin. Dang it! What's her name?
Sister Dragonkin?
No, from the orphanage. What was her name? You know, it's where you found me. I know she's still alive.
Now I remember that the kids used to call her Sister Dragon Breath.
Right, that's why.
But her real name is Vestibule. Yeah, it's not any better.
Sister Vestibule.
Sister Vestibule.
Dragon Breath sounds much
I'm
better.
I'm pretty sure a vestibule is like a bench.
Your name is Latrine? Well, you should
I'll
remember
say-
my last name.
I'll say, see if she can join us. Say that, or a representative of hers. I will know. If you're trying to pull a fast one on me, but then we can be done with the transaction all at once. We can all go our separate ways.
You think so little of me and trust me so very small. I'm so proud of you. And he claps you on the shoulder as he stands up.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Wait, we know where the house is, right?
It's on the scroll.
Okay, great. That was out of character.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I
Onward.
All right, let's go. We make our way. It's dark now, right? Because
Yep.
we've been resting for a long time.
Yep, it's dark now. You've all got your hoods up. Is it sneaky time yet, or is it only Lunera that's
No,
carrying
we
it?
can't
I don't want to look
Suspicious.
suspicious. I'm gonna just act like the town drunk. Sit on the ground and drink.
So just normal.
So you're just gonna be
act
yourself.
normal.
Yeah, but in
Act
the mud.
casual.
In the mud.
In the-
in the nearby gutter.
I'm going to be pretty bravado. I'm not going to be like playing or anything, but I'm going to have my.
Are you all
musical
moving together as a
instruments.
group?
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, and I assume you guys are probably going to want to not be with him. Oh, they need like an option. I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of gonna go
Should I
towards
be-
the window on the third
Bars
story on the
Should I
west.
be your
Perfect.
entourage? Should I be your
Sorry.
hype man?
You
Get the
want,
crowd
if you
ready
want
for
to
you?
be,
Okay, I'm gonna be your
Rocky
hype
Jean
man.
Pants.
Okay.
yeah, if you'd like.
No, that name might mean too much here.
Can you?
He's got a rep already.
Can I see if he can carry a on the drum? Can he carry a consistent beat?
We
Do I
shall
need to roll a
see.
performance?
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna see. I want to see if he can do it before we get in there. It's like an
Like you're
audition.
marching.
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Where is my?
A cadence.
Actually,
I need you to create a cadence.
I rolled a 2 plus 2. I'm drunk, so
It starts out really well, like it's like duh, 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 and then he kind of gets bored and he loses the tempo and it just keeps going faster and
We're walking
faster.
faster and faster as we're walking. This
I
might want to slow that down before we get in there, but
Are you still taking him?
This is just a practice run, right? Get out. It's a pre-stage
Perhaps
jitters.
you might.
You know this more
I
than
don't know
anyone.
if
It's
that would
pre-stage
be a
jitters,
good
man. You
idea,
just gotta get it out.
considering
I'm very charismatic about it. Pretty sure.
Can't talk you
Can
into
we
a
give him a
drum.
second chance?
I'll do
Try
fine in the real
Try again.
performance. I don't need
Again!
to. No, the real performance.
Again.
It's fine.
I'll tell you
guys.
what. If I'll give you the, and if I
Okay.
you lay off, okay?
Sounds good.
We gotta make this like picture perfect.
Best bard and
Can you make yourself look
entourage
like
and-
a An apprentice or something?
How about this? And I make a giant mustache that's curly.
Perfect. It's wonderful. You look absolutely superb. Prepared for anything.
All right.
There is no way that this plan could go wrong.
I look amazing.
All right.
I'm so fancy.
I am. Well, I'm gonna wait, I guess, until the performance.
So the pair.
I'm just kind of
performers.
scouting the area, see if there's any like guards around that while they're getting set up.
Okay. So the pair of performers pulls up like you're in the nice new car, low riding it, to the Meyerwind Mansion. And it is this large, expansive, very Gothic looking. I mean, the whole city is very Gothic with a lot of stonework and vestibules and whatnot. There's a lot of like gargoyles and everything and crazy poses in this building. It looks very. It almost looks like it comes from Von Strahd, right? Like you're looking at something, and you're like, that's gotta be a vampire castle, right?
He's totally a vampire.
He's totally a vampire.
This guy was Duke. My brain's Duke Barrington.
Duke Meyerwind.
Meyerwind.
Mm-hmm. Alderain Meyerwind. Not all terrain, but Alderain. If you guys are going to screw up the names, I'm going to do it first. So.
Perfect. Perfect.
Dragonkin.
All right. And are we greeted by
Sister
the?
Dragon.
Are we greeted by the?
That's what we called her. I can't remember her real name.
Are we greeted by the four guard or something?
There are a pair of guards out front. They're wearing actually full plate, so you don't really get a good look at them.
Okay.
And they kind of just look at you, and then one of them turns around and bangs on the gate a few times.
Do I have to announce you?
I'm gonna take my scroll and I'm gonna hand it to you.
I hand it to the guard.
The guard
I'm not even
stands
gonna
there.
look at the guard.
So they've got like the shield and the spear. The shield has the Meyerwind symbol on it, which is a
Gust of wind.
it's even more obvious. It's actually a bat. It's a full-on like bat in a red kind of blood moon.
I was thinking Meyerwind, like a horn.
Yeah.
Or he wants to be really bad. Like he's one of those like fake
He's a
vampires.
collector.
Yeah. And then after a few moments, the main door opens up and a very gaunt looking albino man walks out. And he's got. Actually, he's okay. Well, I mean, it's nighttime, so he's fine. Yeah. And he comes up and he opens up the door or the gates, and he sees you like still holding out the scroll to the guard, and then holds out his hand. And he opens it up. You're this evening's entertainment.
Yeah, you could say we're on the list.
I'm going to not acknowledge him, and I'll let Akio do the talking. I'm above.
Now,
This is
you
not
and your
good.
master are aware that this is a very private party, correct?
Yes.
And you know to keep the utmost discretion and not speak of anything you see inside.
We're told.
Good. And he looks at you and he says, "And you, Master Bard?"
Absolutely. You can count on me.
Wonderful. Right this way. And he waves a hand towards the door, and then he just starts moving off in that direction as well. He's obviously
This was
moving.
a title.
Yeah.
This guy.
Right?
As you guys are heading inside, Ari is looking up 3 stories above her and seeing the closed window with it's kind of got that metal grating on the door, or on the the very spiky metal bars on it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this guy's been broken into before.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
By me.
Yep. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Okay, first I'm going to use passive trace.
Okay.
Precious. At level 7, I get to scale vertical surfaces. Like,
Nice. As movement.
yeah. But I'm not level 7.
Like a Spider-Man.
And so my acrobatics check was a 9. Where's that 20 when I need it?
All right. So you.
Start climbing.
Yeah.
The guard comes up. Hey, what are you doing?
You're climbing and you grab onto a specific gargoyle statue, and the arm breaks off on it, and you go tumbling down. So you're gonna take.
Well, how many feet do I fall?
You fall 15 feet.
Okay, so I've got slow fall,
Okay.
Which lets me reduce by. Actually, no, it's just.
It's
Is it just 20?
something
Just 20.
times your level.
Yeah, it's just 20. It's 5 times my level, so
Okay.
it's 20 points of damage reduced.
This is. I believe it's what? 6 for every 10.
D6 for every 10.
So a total of 6 damage. So you're okay.
And
So you
like a cat.
land, yeah,
Here.
and then you catch the falling gargoyle arm, and just gently set it down.
Try that again. I'm a little rusty. I'm nervous. This is where my brother died. There's a lot of baggage.
It's true.
It's weighing me down.
Are you saying this to yourself?
Yeah, well, and this is my internal monologue. I'm like, okay, I got.
You realize that
Like,
yes, there is a lot of baggage. You forgot to leave your backpack back at the inn.
Drop my
Yeah.
I got this.
So we'll go into the party now. It's a wonderful event, and or at least it is going to be in maybe about a half an hour at the most. And you are getting set up on the stage and everything. People are running around, putting food on tables and everything. A lot of the servants are just keeping their head bowed and doing their work. And then the Duke in question walks in to inspect everything. And he's a tall man. He actually has kind of a scraggly mop of blonde hair, so it's kind of very curly. And he happens to have, he's clean shaven actually. He's not going to go full on evil goatee or anything like that.
So
He's not that much of a vampire fanatic.
currently, I forgot to tell you, I was assuming that the guards would check us for stuff. I wanted to try and just have my dagger, but otherwise,
If you guys weren't wearing any open weapons, they weren't really too concerned about it.
Okay.
And when you enter the room, you do see that there are a few more of these guards kind of standing around and everything.
and otherwise, I'm gonna have my other personal effects in my bag.
Just look at Brown.
And I've already taken my AC down, or my armor class.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is this evening's entertainment, huh?
What do you want me to introduce you as?
This is Sir Grandmaster Bard Bromskarius.
Yes, Brom.
I didn't know if you wanted a
Curious.
nickname.
At your service.
Master Brom, I've never actually heard you play before. Are you new to Baldur's Gate?
Indeed. We have not played long here, but we have, me and my traveling band here. We have been to many a place, Waterdeep and Winter, all across the lands, and if you've heard of me far and wide, you will know me as Brom.
I see. Yeah, you come very highly recommended. I do hope that you can play the classics, the Durian tune.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I have a few others, should you require.
Well, of course, I'll let you freestyle a little bit, but this is a very formal occasion.
Indeed.
Well, as formal as we like to be around here. And there's a new song going around that I hope you know. It's about a small village that got attacked recently.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
I do.
you know this.
Wonderful. People have been dying to hear it. And I do hope that you'll be able to play it well for us tonight.
Indeed.
And you accompany him.
I'm his manservant. But I play the drums.
I see.
Do
Do you need a place for him, or is he actually playing in the show? Because I can put him up in quarters in the meantime.
He will be playing. He will be assisting me with carrying my different things. I need his help with ensuring that my instruments, they're very delicate. Take extreme care with them, and I will gesture to my lute, my lyre, my drum.
All
I
of
just point to him as you say them.
my lute, my lyre, my drum,
All the while
scalpel.
I've got my hand
All
in
of these things,
my
anybody
best.
Is
Uh-huh.
the lyre
Adventurous.
confused with the lute?
Well, I mean, any man who has that amazing of a mustache is sure to be a good person.
That's actually the reason I hired him.
I can see why. Anyway, if you do need anything, my gentleman over here, and he waves to the albino, Vivius will assist you with anything that you require. And obviously, at the end of the night, you will receive payment for your work.
It would be my honor.
And who knows, maybe you'll make a few contacts along the way.
And at this point, I do have my carpenter's pin.
Okay. He does take note of it. Like, you see him glance at it as he's talking to you. But,
Can I notice it?
yes.
Can I insight check him to see
Sure.
how he reacted to it? I want to see what how they're held in these 6 plus. Yeah. If it's perception, that's supposed to. That's a 6.
Isn't there a separate?
It's insight. Yeah. There's a specific insight, isn't there?
Yeah.
Insight plus 1, yes. So that's 7.
You notice the flick of his eyes. That's about it. He doesn't have. He seems to be very contained.
Yeah. Perfect.
Now, I know that Vivius told you this, but I must once again ask for your discretion on what you see here tonight. There's some people here who I've invited that are less than savory in some communities, but make for good contacts for me and some others.
I totally understand. I am the utmost professional.
And that's why you came highly recommended. I hope that you live up to that professionalism.
Your hors d'oeuvres are fantastic.
They are, aren't they? Vivius, bring them another tray of hors d'oeuvres. And then he walks away as Vivius goes over and grabs another cheese tray. All right, Ari.
Can I try again? All right, I got this.
All loosey-goosey. By the way, what are Thornock and Lunera doing at this time?
If Thornock's back, I think his kid woke up, so I was going to roll for him.
Okay.
But
Well, they're not doing anything at this point. We're just kind of getting the general idea of...
I was thinking about seeing if I could go play gambling
Okay.
with somebody.
Yeah, you can find a gambling game close by. What would gambling be? It would be a charisma check, wouldn't it?
gambling?
Yeah.
Do you have proficiency with dice?
Dang.
Because I think, well, no, I don't think it matters.
Did you do
it'll
deception,
change when
right?
you sleight of hand, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you can add your proficiency,
Not
but
sleight
it
of
would be
hand.
sleight of hand, actually. Yeah,
Because I know
because
that there's
that's-
like a, you can do it.
Yeah, and then you
I don't
get
know
you
what
get
you
your
do.
proficiency bonus if you are proficient with dice.
Yeah, it's got to be like some sort of charisma.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll say sleight of hand just because
Dexterity.
dexterity. Yeah.
Have a-
Okay. Cool. You can roll that if you'd like.
I'm waiting until I have to do a deception check. I've never had to do it
11 plus 1, 12. Yay!
Let's see. So this first hour of rounds, you lose 3 silver pieces.
Ouch. Well, I'm done.
yet. That was a lame
Too rich
trip
for
to
my blood. I'm
Windover.
out.
I know.
just silver. Just silver. Okay, Ari, go ahead and give me your next acrobatics.
A little better, 14.
So you make it up to the second floor, and you catch your grip, and you kind of take a look in the window. Obviously, this is not the floor that you're supposed to be on. You're supposed to be up on the third, and you just see that there's a few people moving around, getting everything ready. These ones obviously are carrying blankets and pillows and such, looking like they're getting rooms ready for the guests who want to stay the evening. You know, those that don't have a designated horse driver.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have you're not supposed to drive drunk and
Drive sober.
horse.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you can start making your way up, and you will be able to get to the third floor, and you'll be able to start working on your getting that grate off. Basically,
Okay.
that's going to be your thieves' tools.
Okay. And
Sleight of hand.
yeah, how does that work?
So sleight of hand. Basically, the thieves' tools prevent you from having disadvantage on it because you actually have the tools needed to
Okay.
pry the grate open. And then you'll just be able to use your proficiency bonus with sleight of hand if you don't have proficiency with it.
I do.
Okay.
So, okay. Do I need to make a check, or is that?
We'll do that in just a moment. You're going to start. You're starting to kind of scope it out as the guests begin arriving. There's a few nobles from Baldur's Gate, kind of minor ones. You see this rather dapper-looking man who is followed in by a few other dapper-looking young men that appear to be a little bit more roguish and daring in nature. they kind of greet a few people, and they're respected, but some of the nobles also kind of look at them with a little bit of worry or disdain in their mind.
Okay.
And you guys are kind of just warming up. You're getting ready to play your first tune. And you're just getting ready to pluck that first chord when a black half dragon walks into the room and causes you to miss chord. For those of you just joining us, her name and the name
It's
that
not
you
Mondath.
remember
We know we
is,
killed Mondath.
nope, it is not Mondath.
We killed Mondath.
Her name is Resmir.
We've met Resmir.
Yes, you have.
She was the one who gave me wine. No, wait, I killed her.
She- Yeah, that Mondath was the one that gave you the wine.
This was
This was the one that talked with.
Each of us?
No, Mondath was the one that talked with each of you. Resmir was the one that spoke with Ari specifically. And for those of you looking, that's Resmir.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
Supposed to get real.
And she is wearing very fine clothes.
What are we talking about?
They may know.
Resmir
Is
showed
that
up.
the
Of
party?
course she is.
I'm just asking Brom if he wants to wear a party mask. Brom, should we wear a party mask?
Brilliant idea.
Can I
do
mind
we have,
using
like, a-
myself and somebody
Can
else?
I have
Let me
like
look.
Phantom of the Opera?
No,
like-
I think you can only do one at one time.
It's teriyaki. It's really good.
I keep my mustache to keep continuity.
Doesn't Brahm have minor illusion?
Brom, do you want my
No, I
illusion?
don't.
You don't?
I didn't. I actually, when I was thinking about it,
Darn, you guys could have done matching Daft Punk
I
helmets.
changed it from message.
If you like so.
Okay. Pretty good.
And Resmir walks in, and the Duke walks up and greets her and says, "It is so good to see you again, Resmir." And she nods
To the audience.
and she says,
I'm gonna use my.
"It was hard to get into the city, but I am glad to be here. I hear it is going to be a great party. Yes, and I'm so glad that you can make it before your trip north. That is correct. But we'll discuss business later."
If she looks my direction,
No,
I'm gonna
really glad we're
cast-
stealing from this guy.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna put them in my eye sockets, my nose sockets, and my mouth sockets. So it's so dang distracting. She doesn't know who I am.
So everybody's kind of all sitting down as you begin. You just begin like the light songs before dinner. It's nothing too heavy because they don't want to detract from the actual dinner conversation. But you're ignored for the most part of it.
Okay. Just
It's classic bar kind of like nobody's expecting you to be really performing yet, so they're just ignoring you because you're peasantry.
Just
Um, So let's go ahead and roll a performance check. Are you having Akio join you?
for this first round, no, not until the main event. But you need you ready on the.
Okay, what was your
Except
performance check?
That was a 13 plus
And that would have been a terrible roll,
5.
so.
7, 18.
It's a nice set that you're playing. You know, just a few light songs again. It's nothing really major. You're just kind of doing. Honestly, you could be doing warm up chords and nobody would care.
I've been there.
After he's done, I just applaud like way loud.
Don't go just to yourself.
Yeah.
And a few people do look over at you, and the Duke is one of them, but
And I
Resmir
twirl
doesn't.
my mustache to make sure he knows it's okay. I have a mustache.
And then he looks at Brahm as if to be like, "Rein in your man." And then he gives you the signal to keep going. All right, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
Would appreciate your
Talent, Brom.
20. Not natural, but
Okay.
my bones.
Yep. So you're able to
See it soon.
pop, 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 pop. You know, it takes you a little bit, probably the bulk of dinner, as you're trying to do this without drawing attention to yourself. But you are able to pop the at least one side of the grate off, so you can kind of swing it out or hang it off to the side.
Reese is back.
Welcome back, Reese.
Hello.
Is there anything that Thornock wants to do while he's waiting, or is he just going to wait?
No, I'm just gonna hang out and try to be patient.
Okay.
I lost a lot of money.
Yeah, Lunera lost some money gambling.
So much.
Did I win anything?
No, you did not gamble.
But you can if you like.
Yeah, if you'd like to gamble, you can. They're still there.
Okay.
Door's always open.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand, and you can add your proficiency bonus if you're proficient with dice. I'm proficient with dice.
I am not
Actually,
Home without you.
Sorry, Thornock, what was that?
Yes, that's a proficiency.
I am not proficient with dice.
Something
Okay,
says you can
so
do
it's just your sleight of hand.
and add it to something. That's where that comes.
So then
19.
19.
12.
Well, this one, it would be your just +1.
Oh.
If you had the check
Yeah,
mark
you
on
win.
the front of the hand.
You win 3 silver pieces,
Because
got him up in there.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
which is how
What
much
does it
Lunar
mean?
lost. 3 silver pieces.
It's perfect.
Cool.
What could possibly go wrong?
So Ari enters in through the window. At first, you think you're going to do that kind of cool, like where you scrape the hole in it, but it just swings on it. Yeah. So you put the grate back, make sure that nothing's out of place. And you start weaving your way through these shadowy pillars because it's not a brightly lit mansion. It's got torches and everything like normal, but there's still a lot of shadow. I mean, and this is a mansion designed to look like a shadowy gothic
Watch out
horror
for the
man's dream.
vampires.
So,
You're hearing the echoing
I'm
hallways.
looking for traps as I make my way
So
so
towards.
go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
So 24.
That's the
I've
set
never
right
heard
now.
this one before. That's nice. So yes, so you're able to move through the shadows. You're not finding any traps, but you did see people walking through these areas before, so it's not too much of a stretch to not find traps. Now, the dinner continues and goes through all of the courses. It looks delicious, but you can't have any.
Oh, man.
You're commoners. And afterwards, everybody kind of gets up and they're mingling a little bit as you're getting ready for the actual show.
Okay.
You finish up tuning everything. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, the both of you.
Perception?
Yep.
I got my eye on that.
Alright, that one failed
Black
me.
dragon.
Son of a 5. That's a +0. 5 +0.
Natural.
Is this
Natural. Okay, natural 1. Oh yeah, you guys can't hear anything over the music, but
Perceptive.
the Duke and Rezmir are thick as thieves, as they say, speaking quietly to one another. He doesn't seem too bothered by the fact that there's a black dragon whispering into his ear, when everybody else around him does seem.
I have a -1, so I rolled a 0.
Yeah,
So
right.
you know.
He is so enthralled with that
So into his
mustache that
mustache.
just like, wow.
He keeps changing the illusion, so it's like Fu Manchu, biker staff.
I settle on like fluffy, like Tom Selleck thickness, but like cowboy style, like out a little bit.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I can feel you.
So Ari, you make your way to this the stone door, and you can see that the door has a rather large ornate metal lock on it.
Okay.
So this is going to take all of your cunning and sleight of hand to break open the door.
I should give me like some inspiration before
Oh,
fully
yeah.
parted ways.
That's what we need to do.
Thornock gave you inspiration. He says he believes in you.
Thanks. That was not bardic inspiration I could have used. 8.
Can he hear me? Well, no, I have to say anything.
No.
I was gonna say, if he can hear me like echoing the hallways, maybe it gives him some.
What
He's
if
like,
he-
wow, that's a great song. I can.
What if he
I guess
pictures
actually
him
10
and her
with-
in his mind?
You said I get to use my proficiency
Sorry.
bonus if I'm using my thieves tools. right?
Yes.
So 10.
10. Yeah, if you're not proficient with your sleight of hand already.
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay.
So 8.
Can I cast Bardic Inspiration through message?
Can you do two can?
It's gonna be up to the.
That's up to
Yeah.
you. But I'm curious, can I do that? Because
It might set a bad precedent.
I can use stirring words or music. So technically, it's the words that I can lace it with, but I'm wondering if I can mix the
Let's
two
see
magics.
here. Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action.
Mhm.
Oh, it's looking promising.
It's like,
Oh,
I've
hold
got my Walkman.
To
going.
do so, use a bonus
Headphones,
action.
like,
Each
music
turn
coming through,
creates
like,
one
oh,
creature other than yourself within 60 feet, but I don't know if message could extend that to the 120 feet of message.
So I would say that message can't extend it, but you could do it through message. but you won't be able to reach it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
I would have
So,
tried and
Just an 8.
Good idea, though.
Yeah, so it's...
I'm like making new magics here.
This is a very complex
message
block.
inspiration.
You're feeling around in it, and
Package with
yeah,
nervous. Sweaty hands.
it's not going very well. Luckily, like when you feel like a weird click, and then you kind of pull your tools out really quick, and the door handle itself, these spikes just burst out of it and then come back in. You're not hearing any alarms, but that's just because alarms don't exist in a fantasy world, right? There's no such thing as mechanical alarms.
I don't know.
There's like a bell
There
on
could
the
be
other side,
magical
maybe.
things, though, right?
Any ideas?
Perhaps.
Sorry. It's
All right, it is time to get
Wizard
into
side.
the entertainment this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the utmost pleasure to introduce you to one of Baldur's Gate's finest bards. I'm sorry, did you want to introduce him?
No, sorry. I'm sitting here playing for myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bromscorius.
At this point, I want to have the dancing lights behind me, kind of like
Okay.
a reverse spotlight.
Okay.
So I'm like a silhouette. Okay, so she can't see my face.
In the end of
I'm gonna
Okay, so it's kind of creating an aura.
Yeah,
so
like
I'm
a
going to need
hard
a
silhouette.
deception check from both of you.
Hard silhouette.
It's on, baby! You both get advantage on this because you are using magic.
I won't need advantage. Let's see, 13. Well, I'll take it anyway. 15.
15.
15 plus deception, that's a plus 7. So 15, 16, 17, 18,
22.
22.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I take that back. I did my math wrong. 13.
That's the first time I've been able to use my plus 7.
Resmir does not appear to know you.
Okay.
You just kind of
This is the mustache.
looking at you. Of course, everybody's seated in very fine chairs now. They've got their evening wine in front of them. It's from the monastery.
They
Absolutely.
are going to get their socks rocked. This is next level.
So, do I have any requests from any of you? My lady? Any requests from the audience? Do you have any favorites?
Do you know Ode to the Birth?
What's the best? Okay.
You can roll me a performance check.
Of course you do.
That's a fail.
I don't know if I know the drum beat. Natural one. I apparently don't know the song. Well, what's up with these dice?
3, I know, right? 3, that's performance, 3 plus 5, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No.
I don't know this one. I'm my dear lady. I did not have that prepared this evening. I apologize. Is there any other in the audience?
The Duke leans forward and he goes, "Why don't you play us your set? And if we come up with any requests, we'll let you know."
Absolutely, absolutely.
What is first set on the set list there, bro?
First on the set list. He wanted it pretty low key. He wanted it pretty.
Small town girl.
Oh,
That's a good start.
no, that's a bad start.
It's a good start.
It's got to be low key. It's got to be something that's what I was thinking.
I can't even remember the ones he gave you.
I have the Town of Venus, but I'm waiting until that one's requested.
Yeah, the Town of Venus. For the heroes.
What do we play now?
That song played with Resmir
No.
and
Can you hear me? Let's do that one.
You're gonna pantomime it.
No.
You're gonna
What about-
pantomime it.
What about piano?
Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do it on the
Lute Man.
Lute man.
lute. Wait, no, that's not.
That's American Pie.
That's the same song.
Go on.
Hold on. You don't know that one. That's so different. Why don't we just play the Star Wars theme song? It's pretty low key. I know that one.
I want to play just a really
Classical.
I had like 5 minutes before we started.
What about Hello Darkness?
Yeah, that works for me.
There you go. Sound of silence.
So, and I'm gonna use
Yes,
my
thank you, I forgot.
lights are gonna be like a primitive
Like stage lights.
Hello, darkness, and they're like gonna be like coming up slowly. Come to talk with you again. And it's gonna be coming around. Hello. And he's gonna be like.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check. You get a +2 from Mr. Drums over there.
Okay, +2, 9, 10, 11. That's 11, 5, 6, 16.
Man, the drummer's outstaging you.
Within the sound.
It's pretty good. At the end, they all give you a polite clap and everything, and a few of them kind of.
That was with the lyre.
Okay. Alrighty. And then let's go ahead and do one more.
There we go.
Come on.
I wiped off my sweaty palms.
Come on, you got this. You got this.
You're like,
That's
I don't have anything.
16.
What is this moment? Turn the lights
So
off. I
you
can't
you're going through,
see.
and you again hit that point where the spikes would come out, and you definitely turn your tools in the other direction, and you hear the click, and then you hear the where the wall kind of gives way a little bit to begin with, or like the door, the stone door kind of gives way. As Braun goes into his second number.
Indeed. The second number.
Step it up.
Step up a little bit. Okay.
I'm reading the crowd. They want it up.
They all look very bored.
Okay. Looking at the crowd, we're gonna.
But that's just how nobles really look.
Can I do a perception check on the crowd?
What you do? Come on,
To see
dear
how they-
boys. Girls, rock your boys.
Can I do a perception check on the audience just to see if get a read on them to
Sure.
see what they might be responded to? Natural freaking 20.
So they're all. You can tell that right now they're still recovering from dinner, so
Okay.
they're getting ready to maybe hype things up. You know that the a couple of the songs like Dorth's House and a few of these other ones that the Baron asks you to play. They're more dance numbers. Obviously, he wants to have a little bit of dancing involved, but they're all kind of in their chairs. They're very comfortable right now. They're about halfway through their wine, so they're looking for more something just kind of to relax them while they're drinking and everything.
What's your lead? What are we doing? I'll follow you.
All right, we're gonna do. We're gonna do Johnny Be Good.
Okay.
So
Nice.
let me roll first.
That should relax them.
Seems a little.
It's a ballad version. It's
Yeah.
like a cover.
It's a rendition.
A cover version. I don't have.
Go, Johnny, go, go, go.
Way down in
Four.
Louisiana.
That's 5, 6, 7. That's a 7.
It is not the right song to
It's
play.
not a Johnny Be Good.
Yeah.
It's not Johnny.
Go ahead and try and give him a boost there.
Natural 20.
You get a +2 boost, so it's a 9.
It's a 9. Can
The
I
drums are
inspire
on
myself?
point.
Can I
That
inspire-
fourth beer really did, or that fourth drink really did it.
Can I inspire myself?
Told you it was just pre-show
No,
jitters, man.
this song you will.
Others, yeah, I can't
Yep.
do the others. Not me.
So yeah, everybody is kind of like when you end it, they give you the same look that Marty McFly got at the end of Johnny Be Good.
Too early.
Your kids will love it.
Your kids are gonna love
Are gonna love
it.
But as Johnny Be Good begins, Ari walks in. So cinematically, there's a very cool moment where Ari is exploring this vault to Johnny Be Good.
Go, Johnny, go, go, go!
It's Ari.
Go, Ari, go, go, go! Ari Be Good.
Well, it's not too good. You got to steal something. This vault is
Ari Be
very
Good.
nice. It is kind of this octagonal
Already
vault. There are a bunch of pillars at each corner of the octagon, and then in between those pillars there are these fancy suits of armor. You recognize a set of dwarven leaf mail, or not dwarven, elvish leaf mail. Dwarves don't have leaf mail. That'd be ridiculous. There's dwarven full plate. They're like that's the size of a dwarf. Like these look like they're very good decoration pieces, and they're very well made. And then lining the walls, there are weapons and there are items. You see that there's a full case that has these gems that seem to shine and twinkle, despite the fact that there is very little light in this room. And what light is coming from 4 drift globes, which are magical orbs that just kind of slowly circle throughout the room about 20 feet above you. And then standing in the middle of everything, it kind of goes down 2 steps, and then in the middle is this pillar, or this small pedestal, and on that pedestal is the tiger's eye diamond. Yep, which is a giant diamond with this. Usually, there's like yellow diamonds, and then there's like regular, white, and there's pink and whatever, all those different colors. This is a white diamond that actually has a yellow streak in it down in the middle, so it makes a very cool eye look. In fact, so like it is very reminiscent of a tiger's eye, like they call it that, but in reality, it looks more like a dragon's eye with the slit in it. It's beautiful. I don't know if it's actually possible for a diamond to do that, but it's a magical world. It could do whatever it wants.
Okay. Weapons, armor. The armor, does it look more decorative or actually functional?
It looks both. It looks like they managed to add form to function. Leaf mail is it's essentially the same thing as splint mail. Mm-hmm. It's just it's what the elves call their splint mail, and it's very like a leaf style pattern rather than the usual.
It's like really decorative.
Yeah. In fact, actually, no, it would probably be more scale mail. Because it would be individual leaves. Splint mail is more like bands, and that's not what we're going for here.
Okay. Oh. 90 gems. Okay, well, I'm looking for traps.
Okay.
Obviously, there's nobody else in the room.
Roll me a perception check.
I also
18.
No, there's nobody else in the room.
Okay. And searching for traps as I slowly. I'm not going straight at the diamond. I'm kind of skirting the outside of the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As I kind of make my way towards it. But
so go ahead and roll me another perception check for traps.
23.
23? There doesn't appear to be any traps in this room. You can see that the armor on the pedestals is not held up by like an armor stand in the back. So it's not hung up there. It appears to just be standing. So whatever is holding it together is on the inside of it. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, there is a lamp, by the way, in case you all were wondering. There is a lamp in this room. A very fanciful looking lamp.
That might have a genie inside or something.
Who knows?
Ooh, not supposed to touch anything.
touch anything.
The armor is going to come to life and attack me.
Ooh,
It's
right.
probably a golem.
Yeah, or yes. Exactly. Okay, so I can't like set a trap for them. I mean, there's not much for it. I guess I'll just I'll approach the pedestal cautiously. No traps on the stairs or on the pedestal that I can see.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. No, I was planning on swapping something that's equivalent weight.
I should have given you my spice.
Rosemary's Baby sitting on the pedestal.
How many copper pieces would you say? Like, I'm trying to like. How much does this thing weigh? How much?
Okay.
How much?
So go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check for this.
Okay.
Braun, what's your third song?
My third song is
16.
See how well it does.
Really well.
Underneath the. Oh, there's a thing in the way. That's so good. It's a 4.
I don't think I can. I think you should re-roll it.
There are no
If you never
mulligans.
It landed on the table. What's the roll? It was 4.
4 plus 5, that's 9.
9.
And this is-
Akio, do you want to try and give him a bonus as well?
if I could, I can give everyone else a bonus but myself.
18 plus 2, 20.
So you get a +2.
That's an 11.
2. Okay.
It's
Can I use
possible.
my dancing lights to get advantage on it?
You have to give up the advantage on your deception check, but you will be able to do that if you want.
You got an 11. Nobody's gonna.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
okay.
I'm
You're
gonna
not the
give-
center of the show. You're just the entertainment. We're fine.
But
the songs have to be amazing.
mine.
Don't, you're,
I'm
just,
dropping it all in the name of love. Like, here we go. All right.
you're just having an off night.
So I want to use it to bring the mood in.
Okay.
And it's
So go ahead and roll me again for the advantage.
13. Okay, 13. That's much better.
18.
Yep.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. 20.
20. This song is going to be When You're Strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name.
So what was your roll inside the hand?
When you're strange.
Okay. So yeah, it's about 50 copper pieces.
I'll stick that in my
I
pouch
love the doors.
and try and do the old Indiana Jones.
So you're putting the bag in your hand, you weigh it, and you're holding the bag up and getting ready to do the swap. And a knife streaks through the air and slices through the bag as Brahm gets to "People Come Out in the Rain."
When you're strange.
And then a figure that you didn't see with your perception check jumps out of the shadows.
Oh no, it's Vivius.
He is wearing all black. He's not wearing a full ninja hood,
Black sails.
but he's got the mouthpiece, the bandana, and it's kind of that wraps around and it leaves the head exposed, so it's not like a full mask. He lands in front of you, and he's got a pair of kukris in his hand, which are a very cool knife. They're just kind of like a bendy knife, a little bit. They're like a scimitar knife.
Yeah.
And he lands in front of you, and he stretches them out. He's got very pale skin. His eyes are completely glazed over. They look almost blind. But you can tell from his pointy ears that he is an elf. And he kind of steps in between you and the tiger's eye, and he raises his weapons menacing at you.
His eyes are blind. Like he's dead.
They look completely white. That's all you can really tell. Obviously, the first indication would be that he's
a vampire.
You've been eluding all night.
Is he undead?
It's a ninja vampire.
Or
So he raises his weapons to him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
What else can I do?
Accio.
I guess I say.
Do you have any smoke bombs?
He's
Batman him.
About.
Fight him quietly.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Initiative time. And as the coins kind of clatter to the ground and everything, there is kind of like a chiming sound that rings throughout the building, and it goes through to the hall, and the Duke raises his hand for you to stop.
We pause for a second, and I message you to get the drum ready because we're picking up momentum. I got another song list that can distract you.
Master Bard, please. I believe somebody's trying to break into my vault.
Vault?
Yes. And he looks to Vivius and he says, "Get the guards in here." And he nods, and him and the two guards leave the room, or two of the four, and the other two move to the door and just kind of stand watch. And he sits back down and he goes, "Continue."
Master Duke, yes, it will be my pleasure. It will be my pleasure.
And then the guards at the front gate, Vivius opens up the door and says, "We have intruders." And the guards at the front gate turn to be moving on their way in.
Told you we should have buried our treasure.
I doubt these guys were throwing us in jail. They will kill us.
I want you to start.
Escape.
I'm going to tell you.
So people standing across the street at the front gate, are you doing anything at this point?
I don't think they would know.
Well, then Vivius just said,
guards.
"Yeah."
Oh, okay.
How far away are they from me? Can I try a message while we're getting this next set ready?
No, you're pretty far.
I definitely
pretty
have
far
a feeling
back.
that, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
because Vivius literally just poked his head out and said, "We have intruders." Yeah, exactly. In that tone of voice. Too.
Let's
do this.
Thornok, what about you? You got anything going on?
Do I hear anything?
Oh yeah, like I said, Vivius literally pokes his head out the window and says, "We have an intruder," and the guards. There's two of them, and then two more start coming around the corner, all wearing these kind of full plate, and they're all heading inside.
Ooh, I would definitely
This
like
half-orc
to...
jerky isn't half bad.
Thank you for that.
Do I have anything I can throw at one of the guards?
I'm assuming you probably don't have your javelins on you, just so that you're not like overly.
Personally, I would like to try and see about taking one out, and dressing in his armor, possibly.
I'm not doing that.
You know, taking his face and making.
So are you letting the first 2 guards go? Because there's the 2 that are heading inside right now, and there's 2 coming around each, or 1 coming around each quarter of the building, heading inside.
I want to go ahead and. Oh, this is going to be okay. I want to deceive one of them. You know, pretend like I'm in need of help and stuff. You know, to stop him.
I'm not doing get help.
No, not necessarily. I can't help.
Oh,
It's more of please.
It sounds degrading.
I'm going to act like I'm terrorizing her.
Help.
You're going to act like you're terrorizing her?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Somebody help me!
So Thornock like grabs your wrist and starts like tugging on you.
Everybody's actively trying to scrub them.
So go ahead and roll me a deception check. And you get Thornock, roll me a bonus to see if you're believable too.
19.
19.
So that counts as a
Bravo.
crit, right?
Only in.
No, it's that's only an attack.
Damn it! But it's a 19 plus 2, so 21. Woo! I want my 3 silver back.
5.
You deceiving the gamblers? 5. So Thornock doesn't help, obviously. Like you're playing with something else, and he just starts grabbing you and shaking you.
Tell me where the codes are.
And the 2 guards that are already on their way inside have not noticed you, but the 2 guards around the corner do stop to look at you, and they both start heading your way. Because they see a half-orc terrorizing a hooded woman. You kind of have to intervene a little bit.
Well, I mean, I'm cloaked and, trying to pretend to be all frail and stuff.
You wanted me to know.
So they're going to get up to you, and one of them is going to go, unhand the lady, in a very, hollow voice beneath the plate mail that he's wearing.
Is it echoing?
Make me big.
He's going to try and grab your arm. Are you going to respond?
Yeah, I'm going to try to kick his knee.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll say that you kick his knee, and that's going to start combat out here. So he's going to have to spend his movement to stand back up as you basically kick him down. So everybody is going to roll me initiative except for Brahm and Akio, who have not entered combat.
Yet.
Oh, it's alright. Fight Resmir. That would go poorly.
It will go poorly. We need to stay chill.
I am a 20.
We're going to turn up the volume in there.
Yeah, we're gonna pump the sound out to distract what's going on.
I rolled a 6.
Dance.
Ari, what'd you get?
20
total. 20. And then Thornock
It's been 1 week
got
since you looked at me.
6.
On my face,
And then-
you knew that I was creepy.
That's sad.
Found me, pretending
We've
that you
got-
tried to kill me and my friends. But we evaded you.
Oh, we should play the Heroes of Greenest, but loud AF. We should play the metal version of it. Double slash, that dragon!
You gotta hit me hit that drum really hard.
Double drum. Yep, we're gonna get it. We're gonna play the Heroes of Greenest Metal Edition.
Okay, so let us begin. Ari, what is your total
But
dexterity?
it'll be like Masters of Puppets.
18.
Right.
18? Okay. So he raises his weapons up, and you move to strike, and he strikes first.
Uh-oh.
He's just slightly faster.
Right. I jump around. I get up, I get in, let me begin. I'm a bard, and that's not a sin. I'm the rhinoceros. My rhythms are bottomless.
You're a very white bard.
The hip hop hippopotamus. My rhythm's about it.
The rappers diss me.
New
Say my
verse.
rhymes are sissy. Why?
Giraffes are whack.
Why?
But that's just a
Be more
giraffe.
constructive with your feedback, please.
And then I threw it on the ground.
No one's ever seen a giraffe swim. If you filled up a bathtub, he wouldn't get in it.
Okay, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to make a pair of attacks with advantage.
What happens when you're with
Advantage.
Yep, because you have not gone yet.
I don't know.
Oh.
So that's a 20 to hit on the first
You
one
gonna take me home tonight? Oh,
for 10 piercing damage.
Oh.
And then his second attack is only a 12.
Yes.
Okay. So he strikes in with the one kukri at your first fist because you're not really expecting him to react that fast again, and he slices into your arm, and then he goes to deliver a follow-up jab, and you manage to back away.
It's like two ninjas fighting each other. Scorpion versus.
All right, so this is turning
Sub-Zero?
into
Sub-Zero.
Indiana Jones
Winter versus
No.
and
No. Hey
Jack
guys,
and Chan-esque.
shout
Like
out.
that stuff.
Wait, what's the GI Joe?
jumping up on the table.
Oh, Snake.
Wait, why
Eyes,
are you
yeah.
Snake? Why are you the bad one?
Eyes is
No,
G.I. Joe.
artifacts are broken.
Snake Eyes and
Oh, I can't remember his name
I
now.
don't remember either. Anyway,
Who's
Black.
Somebody in chat. Who's the other ninja in GI Joe?
it starts with an S. I can't remember.
Snake?
Mm-mm.
Sombra.
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 It's like
Sneaky pants.
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow. Thank you.
Storm Shadow.
I was close.
And then it
Good
is your
old
turn to respond.
All right.
Storm Shadow.
Thank you,
Go
Dora.
away to the party, there, buddy.
Thank you, Thornok.
You got it. Perfect.
I want to do something.
Apparently, the person you're finding does in fact have 9 wooden stakes on them.
Has what?
9 wooden stakes, according to the list that it gave me on equipment here. He's ready to fight vampires too.
I mean, this house kind of looks like it.
I think that's just in case he were to get compromised. It's a way for him to kill himself. So nobody can.
All right.
The stakes are high.
Tell me this. Can you give me like dimensions, room,
yeah.
how far down the hallway did I have to travel, all that kind of stuff?
Why don't you just
So instead of drawing it all out here,
Sure.
just because that's 3 different fights that I have to draw.
I can give you a Sharpie.
No, it's fine. So the room itself is about 50 feet in diameter, and you traveled down maybe about, with corners and all, about 100 feet in total from the window to this wall room.
100 feet.
Mhm.
So I've got about 125 feet to the window.
Yes.
I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
run around him, grab the diamond,
Okay.
and spend 1 key point to use Step of the Wind, which lets me dash as a bonus action on my turn.
must have moved.
So that gives me 90 feet of movement.
So, all right.
I mean, I guess I should say I'm going to attempt to do those things
Okay.
unless something impedes me, in which case I suppose I'll have to turn away. But
An open
That's
hand
my
mark came
plan.
right in
Escape.
one dark
So,
window day.
can I?
Yeah.
that-
So you're gonna go ahead and you can use your dash action to get the, or not the dash, the disengage to get the diamond. How much movement is your disengage action?
How much movement is my disengage action?
Because it's half of your speed to disengage.
All at once, a mighty alarm. That we all heard and saw.
I don't know. I guess I'm just for my action this turn. I'm planning on disengaging. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So that I don't take, so I don't, like get a.
Well, so you'll be able to do that. Well, I'm just wondering, like, if you'll be able to grab the diamond too and get away from him.
Sure.
Enough.
So I mean, so I would disengage, which means I only have, instead of 45 feet of movement, I've got 27,
So yeah, it'd be
30, 25.
we'll just say 20 for the sake of yeah.
So I've got 20, and then I'm going to spend a key point to use Step of the Wind, which lets me dash. Right? So then I get 45 more. So that would be 65 total, right?
Let's see here. Okay, so if you use the disengage action... Oh, okay, so if you use the disengage action, your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. That's all it is. I was thinking other things.
Okay.
So yes, so you quickly do kind of like this feint to the left and then dive to the right, and he does fall for it. He comes to the left, his right.
Got
Yeah. And so you get around and you realize that you're probably not going to be able to get up and just grab the diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So as you kind of duck to the right, you kind of swing your leg out and crack it into the side of the pedestal, and it just cracks the pedestal, and the diamond comes down, and you catch it with your foot and kind of do the Jackie Chan kick it to your hand.
Okay.
And then you start booking it down the hallway.
Okay. So I should have 90 feet
Mhm.
then of movement. So I just go 90 feet.
Okay.
Towards the window.
All right.
So I guess you said I had 125, so I've got 35 feet to go.
Yep. So so you're heading down. You turn a corner and you see Vivius and 2 guards, and then there's 2 more behind him, and they're all coming directly down the hall, and they see you, and they're going to start running towards you as well. So, but you're able to get around the corner, and you're getting towards the window at this point. All right, then the fight outside. We're going to start off with Lunera.
We are.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now that I've got my sheet in order. Let's see. So currently, is the guard still trying to help me, correct?
Yes, the guards are still trying to help you, right?
Oh, perfect. Well, then I would like to go ahead and guide him a little bit away from Thornock. And a little bit out of sight as well, from others.
Mhm.
And then I would definitely like to... No, thank you. Exactly. Please act on my behalf. Really, I'm a terrible actor. All right. And then I would definitely like to see about knocking him unconscious and taking his clothes.
Okay.
Until he sees
All of them.
So you take the guard that's not prone, and you kind of lead him away around an alley corner.
Oh, my house is just down this street.
Go ahead and roll an attack. You have advantage because this is a surprise round, or a surprise attack.
Son. Ow. So
You got to roll
12.
with
Yeah.
advantage.
Mhm.
That was with advantage.
Yeah. So 12.
12. So you take it and you go around the corner. You're like, oh, it's so nice. And
Can
you're
I
kind of,
add my deception?
no. So you
'Cause that would be another plus
you
2.
add your attack bonus.
Yeah.
You did that already, right? Okay. And you've got his arm kind of like one of those, I'm holding onto you for protection. And then you slam him into the wall as soon as you guys go around the corner. And his helmet hits and then flies off. And he kind of turns and he looks at you. And he has pure white skin and these sharp fangs and red eyes.
Son of a gun!
And kind of this white flowing hair. And he just snarls at you and pulls out his... actually, they have spears. So actually...
I'm going to break your spear.
That's right.
Here we go! Spear number 3!
It's on.
She called it!
And then he's actually...
Corner pocket.
Dang it, guys.
Yeah, he's actually going... No, he went before you, technically, so he was just helping you along. And then it is the prone white's turn. He's going to stand up,
That's awesome.
and he is going to take a swing at Thornock with his spear, or he's going to take a jab.
Oh boy.
A jab
At least
with his javelin.
They're chivalrous vampires?
I don't know.
So attack number 1 is...
You guys watch Castlevania?
Yeah.
Netflix?
I watched the first episode.
Dracula's son.
I watched the first episode only.
Blonde haired dude.
Yeah, the it's only 4 episodes. It's really short.
But it's cool.
It's way good. It ends in a cliffhanger though, so you know you need season 2.
So the first one is a 16 to hit Thornock.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be 8 damage. And the second one, so he stabs into you with the spear, but then instead of bringing it out and trying to stab you again, he reaches his other hand out, and you can see that the gauntlet it's a gauntlet on the one side, but on the palm of the hand it is kind of this, just his pale skin, and you barely get a flash of what appears to be an opening in that skin as he latches it onto you and attempts to attack you with a different thing.
A different thing?
Yep. Which is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
So you are going to take
Blood and
Become a vampire.
8 necrotic damage.
8 necrotic.
Yep, and you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
You can do it. I believe in you, my friend. Stand behind me.
Father? Who's talking?
23.
Okay, you succeed. So you get hit and you kind of feel something like latch on and start like sucking, draining something. It doesn't feel like it's draining blood exactly. It just feels like you're getting weaker, but it doesn't quite do enough to do any damage at the moment, except for of course, the damage you took. It does nothing else, is what I'm trying to say here.
Just picturing
Does anybody have a charger?
like this tongue.
I have one, but I'm using it.
Okay.
It's about to die, but I probably could get another one. Is it iPhone?
No, it's an Android. So if that's too much, that's fine. I think let's just forgot to bring mine. That's okay, because who needs your phone when you're running a game? Thornock, it's your turn.
I would like to rage,
Okay.
and I would like to try to chop his arm off.
Okay.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
just that looks like cave. Poorly drawn cave.
It looks like a hand. This is a lamb.
23 again.
23 will hit.
Life essence pearl.
So go ahead and roll me damage.
15.
15 damage. So you come down and slice into his arm enough that he pulls his arm away, but you can tell that you didn't do as much as you thought you did, even though you cut right into the plate mail itself. So that's,
You forgot the magic incantation. Hadouken!
okay.
With my... Can I check to see if there's any torches around? Because we're outside, aren't we?
Yeah, you're outside. There's a few lanterns lighting the road, but there don't appear to be any torches readily available at the moment.
Okay.
Moving on to that's actually the bottom of the round, so we'll actually do a little bit of a Brahmin Akio. What is the next song that you guys are trying to play?
So Brahm is on the drums and he's doing the and I'm oh, won't you take me home tonight? Oh, right beside that red fine light. Oh, are you gonna all let it all hang out? Black dragon girls, you make the rock and world go round. And the lights are gonna be like.
Go ahead and roll your performance. And since you're on drums, Akio is not going to be able to help you with this one, unless you want to put him on lyre or lute. You will get disadvantage if you play anything but the drums, I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, I was going to say with the drums. I'll take it with the drums. It went, what? And then it goes, it flipped. So it was that with advantage?
That was good.
Yes, technically it is advantage for the dancing light.
So let's try that. Let's give it a little beard wash. Nice. You can do it. 6. That's better than a 5.
Yeah.
I'm still rolling so hot tonight. This is kind of crappy. 11.
This is kind of not safe for me.
Everybody else is very awkward. The fact that you're singing about black dragons, and Resmir appears very offended.
Oh! I look at you and I go, remember a song?
All right. Change direction. We will, I guess, let that one peter off slowly.
So let's see. So Ari, let me just calculate something here really quick.
Why am I rolling so terrible?
We thought you were doing good.
Start doing magic tricks.
So Ari, as you're running, you're getting closer to the door, and the other figure comes around the corner, and he comes around the corner, and he manages to just barely get around the corner, and he throws another dagger at you.
Okay.
Can we do psychic readings?
And it's going to be
I'm having trouble reading these folks.
22. Hits. Okay. Damage you. Yes. So it's going to be 7 damage,
Thanks, Jeff.
and I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution?
Yep.
8.
Okay. Just look this up here.
Not going well,
This is
people.
terrible. This is supposed to be Brom's number to shine. This is drifting
You're failing miserably.
Okay, and then so you failed that, so you're going to take another 3 poison damage.
Okay.
Yep, that's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah.
Performance tonight.
So that's what he does, and then the other ones are going to come around the corner too. But it is your turn.
Okay.
All of these we
Can
can spend with the plus 5.
I might need you to draw this for me, or at least give me some idea. Like,
Plus 5.
So let's see.
I want to know like where these people are in relation to the window, in relation to me, and
Okay.
how wide is the hallway, and all that kind of stuff.
So the hallway is going to be standard hallway. It's a mansion, so it's actually going to be about 10 feet across.
Time more to help me.
So draw this here. Actually, Casey, Sharpie.
Go just
There's a reason I brought a Sharpie with me.
Yay!
Let's. You
Well-
catch it? Oh, that's blue. You don't want blue.
Good
Here's a
together
black
tonight. I do have a month
Yay!
for our Heroes of Greenness to finish it off
Hit it.
when they all stand up and try and kill us. Drink our blood. We go down like a sinking ship, man.
And
Just
then,
get your flight.
Get the rider.
then you said you
Fireball.
had 35 feet. You had
35 feet in the
Mine's like
window.
this little
Okay,
tiny
so
thing, and you're just like
It puts you right
Burning the whole
here.
building.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So we're going to go ahead and just draw to the end of the
using
hall.
disintegrating.
Or the hall that you care about.
Sure.
Greenest. And then
Using disintegrating ray like a laser light show.
Ooh, that's nice.
there we go.
And then, okay, sorry.
I can just cast Ray of Sickness on everyone and just make them start throwing up violently and then get out of here.
Well, I could start.
Not a bad idea.
There's one guard that's come around the corner
I
so
could
far.
start doing
Okay.
vicious mockeries. But,
And then you've got.
or dissonant whispers. Lace that into my music, and then maybe they won't notice. They take damage. I don't know.
You've got
This hurts
Mr.
so bad.
Ninja Man.
It's so bad.
And the other 4 guards are there.
Okay, cool.
But at least we have their attention, right?
This is true.
Okay, so
The
I
hallway
was hoping to
here.
get some context on this.
Need to practice my straight lines a little bit more.
You do.
okay, so I want to.
We're gonna start a debate.
So here's what I want to do if I can.
First ever recording studio in Waterdeep.
Exit.
Okay, so I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, it's 35, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Jump out the window.
Okay.
And then, what have I got going on down here?
You're about 35 feet from the ground.
Right.
And
I'm just jumping.
Yep, and there's a few gargoyles on the way down on either side of you, here and here, and it's got a few there's small ledges, like there that bare ledge that just is just a tiny ledge on each level.
Okay.
And so there's 2 more ledges down to the bottom of the
Okay.
building.
I'm just jumping all the way to the ground.
Okay.
But what I want to do is when I land,
I said what? 45
it was
feet?
35. You said that it was 30. It was on the 3rd story.
Yeah, usually every story is about 10.
10,
So yeah,
right?
so 30.
When I land, I want to see if I can find. I've got 10 feet left, right? I want to try and get out of the line of sight of the window if I can, maybe along the, you know what I mean, along the wall, and use a minor illusion cantrip of my body, sprawled on the concrete. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, sure.
So
so first of all, you take no damage. You take 11, and you're super springy.
I want to say meow when I land.
That's just the thing.
All right, so and then you cast this illusion. So I'm going to need a deception check and a stealth check from you, as you're hiding yourself and you're deceiving. And pass without trace isn't a concentration spell, is it?
Pass without a trace.
Yes. So I'm no longer.
Yeah. So you won't do your plus 10. Oh, okay. Yes.
So that broke my concentration. Okay. So just a stealth check is 9. And what was the other?
The deception.
Deception is 8.
Okay. So you put a body down there, and you step behind one of the pillars, and you wait for the response. Meanwhile, in the alleyway. The gentleman without the helmet.
Right. This
Yes.
being. Should I be able to know this type of being?
You can go ahead and roll me not a history. It would be a Arcana check.
Arcana?
Mm-hmm. To know this type of creature. Because technically it's undead, which I believe counts as
No,
Arcana.
right. A 6.
Nope.
Yeah.
Never seen it before. It is going to come at you with its spear first.
Okay.
A total of 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and that is going to be 8 slashing damage.
Okay, minus 3. So.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then it too is going to reach out with its other hand and latch onto you to try and do its other attack here, which is a 23.
Damn.
So you are going to take 4 necrotic damage, and I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Wheels don't fail me. Constitution.
You have your Constitution bonus. Actually, you check your proficiencies because you could be, or your saving throws because you could be proficient.
Right.
Brom, do you know where her
So I've
saving
got-
throws are?
I've got the.
Saving throws? Yes, saving throws right here.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Your Constitution.
Okay. So the Constitution. So 14, and then plus the 2 because I.
Is the proficiency? I don't remember.
No, so
Is it already
the
added to it?
Constitution already has the proficiency.
Okay.
Oh,
It's already
okay.
added.
So then
Plus
So
it's
two.
just your roll plus.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
So normally it would just
So
be
you
a
roll
plus 2,
plus.
but since you're proficient. it's
Oh,
plus
okay.
four.
No, that's all of it together.
So is the plus.
Well, yeah. What I was saying is the reason that's so the dot next to it
Uh-huh.
adds your
Means you're
proficiency bonus. So
proficient
your
in it.
base is plus 2, but that's plus
Oh,
2.
I
That's
see.
4.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
where that number comes from.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So 14.
Hey, yep, you're good. Nothing happens other than that. Okay, and then it is your turn.
So that was 4 necrotic.
Yes, it is your turn. And necrotic damage you don't get reduced. Remember that.
Right. No, I know. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, so I would definitely like to react by once again trying to take him out. I can
Okay.
I really wanted
You really
a
want to
drag
close.
queen.
Yeah.
No,
It's pronounced
Cross-dress.
It's pronounced Dragon Queen.
Dragon Queen, yes. Alright. So, let's go ahead and I will attack now. 8.
No, an 8 does not hit.
Of course not. Let me try again with my other attack. A 15 plus 5, 20.
That will hit.
Oh, good!
Hack at it again.
Ay, 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 ay. That's 3, 7 damage.
7. Okay.
No, I wanted your clothes.
All right, and then it's the other white. He's going to stab in again at Thornock with his spear.
What's going on?
And he gets a 14 to hit.
Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 slashing damage.
You mean 3 slashing damage?
I do. You are raging. And then he's going to use his other hand.
His bitey hand.
I'm taking all your good rolls tonight, guys.
Yeah, you are.
Seriously.
21 to hit you on that. So
Yeah.
Can you roll for my next one?
that's 3 necrotic damage, and roll me another Constitution saving throw.
That's a natural 20 on my throw.
Okay.
That's the story tonight. I don't think
I can kill
Sorry,
Black
guys.
Dragon. That progresses real fast.
he would die.
Okay, so you're good on that. So you just take the necrotic damage, and that's it. And then it is your turn to respond.
I want to chop off its arm.
Okay, going in for the arm again.
It's a 20. Oh, 21.
21 will hit. Roll damage.
$13.
Again, you're hacking at this, and it just appears to be very resilient to your blows.
Yes. Perfect.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'm real mad because it should be dead.
Like two hits is usually enough. All right.
Seriously, though.
Brom and Akio.
Yep.
Technically, you were finishing up your other songs.
Those are 6-second songs.
Yes,
Yep.
because
Super song.
so this will be your final song, your
Okay.
finale.
This
Heroes
one
of
will be the
Greenness,
Ballad of the Heroes of Greenness, but I won't tell them that. So. And I'm going to roll first to see how well this goes, and then I'll...
I'm playing drums on this one.
Oh!
That's okay, you know what? I'm going down in a freaking ball of glory. Here we go. That's a natural one. Here we go. You ready on the drums? This is going to be great.
Yep.
Can I, if I use the dancing lights, do I still have a bit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you do. Thank all of the various gods that you do.
Alright.
Timora, you can just go
I think-
straight.
You know what? I
That was a
don't
4 plus.
I don't think the dice box.
It's better than a natural 1. That's a 4 plus 5. That's 9. Anyways,
Hey, I got a 9 too.
now let us remember, lest we forget, the warriors who stayed while Robin just fled. They each came in the night, lightning flashed in their eyes, with great courage, strength, and prowess of mind. Interrogating the court adorned by purple bathrobes, they shattered the spear of half-dragon kind. Dragons turned tail and fled in their wake. Kobolds and cultists in their boots did shake. Amid the bloodshed and destruction and despair, a friendship did forge beyond any compare. And they all did it in the name of glory and ale. So live on, my greenest, my dear. Spread at the grand tale of good willing and cheer. For the order of the broken spears is vigilant and here. And I'm going to throw a knife at somebody.
Whoa!
It's fireball!
Okay, so who are you throwing a knife
The
at?
black dragon, son of a bee.
Okay.
Yes! I gotta hit something tonight.
Dang. Well, nice.
We didn't have to try to die. I mean, we
Mic drop.
might
Keith
as well.
Russell.
We could have tried to live.
I'm just like, yeah!
Yeah, broken.
Go ahead and.
Can I give him inspiration at least?
Oh yeah, that does give him inspiration.
Yeah,
Inspired me.
D6.
Okay, that's 1d6.
Is it only to hit, or can I use it?
You can use
on
it
an
for
attack?
just for attacks or any throws.
Okay, because I'm gonna just do like scorching ray, so it auto hits, and then I'll D6 to attack. Oh, that's right. Magic missile does.
Okay. So what's the attack?
This one is going to be with my dagger. It is a thrown dagger.
Okay.
I'm going to roll
Now here comes the big roll. Natural 20, baby.
12 plus, I think the 4 is the to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And that's a 1d4 plus 2.
The dice box is not big enough.
And it kills her. She only had 3 hit points.
She was actually very weak. You guys are worried for nothing.
3, yeah.
3 damage.
I'm gonna sink it into her, and can I drop my, just for flavor, drop my cantrip and be like, it's me, biznatch.
I think she realizes it at this point, but yes, you can drop your cantrip.
Okay.
As the dagger sinks into her, and she just kind of looks at it, kind of sticking a little bit out of her shoulder, and everybody else kind of gets up and scrambles, and the other 2 guards in the room spin around. So you're casting magic missile at her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is like invisible and run,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's last.
I'm gonna cast it at level 2, so that I have 4 darts, and all 4 are going at her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me.
So how does this work with inspiration? Because it's a 1d4 plus 1. Do I just add a d6 to the damage total?
No, the bardic inspiration does not work on damage, doesn't it?
No, just on to hit.
Just on damage.
Okay, that's fine.
To hit or ability checks.
Oh, by the way, are you moving at the end of your round?
No, Brahma. At this point, I've expended a lot of flavor, so I'm just going to be waiting. I mean, I'm assuming that I'm probably 5 or 10 feet from him, and we'll just see what happens with this next round.
Okay.
It's 12 damage.
Okay. So she looks at the knife, and she looks up at you and goes, "Duh, duh, 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 duh," as 4 missiles
Yes!
hit
I have your
her.
back, man. I'm not letting your dagger do it.
I want my dagger back.
All right, so I need you guys to roll me initiative.
How much does it cost to
Natural
resurrect?
20. Why?
A lot.
Resurrect a corpse?
A lot.
Like 250 gold. We might need to
14 plus
keep
3
some of the share of this
17.
diamonds
I don't
for the
even
orphanage
know.
after all.
Why did I get a natural 20?
This is so terrible.
You said 17, bro?
Yes.
And Akio.
Natural 20. What a waste.
Plus,
Plus 1.
So 21.
This is so stressful.
I don't think she would have attacked you guys had you been bad performers.
Ditched. Yeah.
Yeah, but
We can't let her. You guys. couldn't
Yeah,
let
I mean,
her.
I had
we're
to.
gonna
I
have
had
to fight her anyways.
I had to be fronting because if I just left, people would be like, "Wow, he's a crappy bard." But then now he's like, "Well, he's a crappy bard because he's actually here to assassinate this lady." Makes me cooler, right? But, little
No, that
Robbie.
makes you
So she's,
And then he died.
she's actually going to. No, she's not going to respond. Not yet.
Notice, I think you have to notice where in the book he's pulling stats from Resmir. Like,
It's called The Appendix.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought
Don't
it was
worry.
like, it was at the
It's
very
not-
end, so it's like she's
I
like
mean,
the final
technically,
boss.
let's see,
We're fighting her now.
We're totally fighting
Here, I mean,
I
this
feel
is
like we have
technically
to
the
fight
page
her
with
on
their
the road
picture on it,
anyways.
which isn't too far.
the aspect of.
We're gonna go on the road and follow these people. She was headed that way. We're probably gonna have
Maybe
to
by
fight
then
them.
we'd all be together in like level 5.
You know.
Just the 2 of you.
So we're going to go back up to the top of the round then. And actually, Akio, it is
Yes.
surprisingly your turn.
I'm just gonna magic missile her again at level 2.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this. Boom, cast. Okay, so
Problem is very dumb. in this.
11 plus
Not gonna
15.
roll that ahead of time.
15! Yeah! That's
Don't do
pretty
it.
good.
That's pretty good. So you just keep like pummeling her with magic missiles as she's like getting up.
You're just like those missile arrays that's just like just cluster bombing.
So he's actually going to be able to make it out.
But he can attack me.
So he lands on the ground, and he's going to examine the body that he lands over, and easily sees through it.
He lands on it and it just disappears.
Pretty much. And then he's going to... What was your stealth roll again?
It's like a
9? Okay. Yeah, and then he turns and he looks at you, and he's just going to ready his kukris and start getting ready to move towards you. But he is out of daggers. So.
It's good.
That's good. That's bad.
And you don't know what happens to the guards.
Right.
And then I better draw. Okay. So this is going to be Thornock and them, and then that's going to be and then the bone. 2, and then Brachio. And I can't believe I have to find a figure for Resmir. Sure, we'll use this lady. Here. Literally. Barely in front of you. Alright, just so everybody knows where everybody else is. So this guard is going to move over and pull out a longsword. And he is going to hold it in 2 hands and come down on... Actually, he's not going to hold it in 2 hands. He's holding it in 1.
Turn down for what?
So 18 to hit Braum.
18, yeah, that definitely hits with a 12 AC right now.
For 6 slashing damage.
Okay, 6, got it.
And then the other attack, he's going to reach around with his claw, and he gets even better
I want to
than
mock him on
last time.
his damage.
On his damage?
To reduce the damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to say...
On the second attack? Or the first one?
The second attack.
Okay.
Since it hasn't been declared yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to say... So the first one is 6, and get them in the first play. You just... Play for you, and this is what you are, the ungrateful son of a... And just like...
Okay.
Grumbling to myself, that's a 1.
So reduce it by 1.
That's supposed to be a D6.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, D6, I'm sorry. Now
Alrighty. So he is going to hit with the second attack, and he brings his hand around and just like latches it onto your forehead. And you get a vision of what's actually there, and it is this kind of slit in the middle, and then there's just kind of these fangs, and it's just pulsing.
I'm like, whoa!
And it's going to do 3 necrotic damage, and you need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Easy kick. Okay, which one do you...
No, that's,
Big money, no whammies.
Wow. That is bad.
Constitution
He fails.
saving?
He fails.
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay, so your maximum hit points are reduced by that amount as well.
By 3.
By 3. Yep.
Like permanent?
Until you finish a long rest. Yep.
Ouch.
And
But that doesn't do an extra 3 hit points of damage.
no,
right?
it just reduces
that you
the
can't
max.
heal back.
Yep, you
beyond.
can't heal beyond that amount. As you feel your life essence begin draining away.
Okay, so that calculation's wrong. So is it actually reduced to 6 when I do temporary hit point? Gosh dang.
And then it's your turn to respond.
You can do it. With buggy eyes in the crowd.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn. I thought you said Lunira's turn. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, this is just very high pressure. I just can't work on it. And then where I am standing, how many are nearby me?
Right now it's that guard and Resmir. All of the other nobles, including the Duke, seem to be scattering.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of take a minor action call out and be like, we mean none of you harm but this one. And I'm going to I'm going to cast as a bonus action Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Be healed. That's a 1d4 plus 3. And that's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good roll.
7. And then I'm going to cast 6, 7. I'm going to cast on her Dissonant Whispers at the 2nd level.
Okay.
And I'm going to be whispering to her, like, you should never have come here. You know, we've killed your friends and now we've come for you.
All right. And what does she have to do with it?
She has to do a Wisdom saving throw of 13.
Okay.
And, yeah.
She makes it.
She makes it, so she does not run directly away from me.
Okay.
On a failed save... Oh, save. Okay, so it's a save. Successful save, half damage, and doesn't have to move away. So that's 46. 4 and 5. That's 9. 10, 14.
So
14
half
damage,
is
7 damage.
7 damage.
Yep. So she damage, and that is psychic damage. And then the word, we can bamf out of here.
I got that inspiration back. I might try and hit her one more time.
Okay. Do it.
So that's the end of your turn?
That's all I can do. I've done my bonus action, my action.
Okay.
And I can't disengage because I'm surrounded right now.
Okay, so this white is going to move over here. And he's going to pull out his longsword and try and attack Akio.
Fail.
He does a 12.
Oh, barely.
Barely hits.
Is this the top of the round?
Or barely misses.
Hits. Barely hits.
Top of the round, you already got it.
No, yeah, this is not the top of the round. So that's going to be a total of 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the second attack coming in is a 7.
Oh, misses.
So he reaches for you with the hand and you kind of just like drunkenly stumble back from the wound. And that was, how much did I say slashing damage?
5.
5?
Yeah.
I just have to record that because your ring is glowing again.
Oh, no.
Where did I have so many pages with like different Akio damage.
Maybe you'll suck one of
I
them
need to get a
inside
more
and, like,
organized system, I think.
You ever watch God Eater?
Uh-uh.
His sword eats the dudes, like, after he hits them. It's like, maybe your ring's gonna do that to these vampires.
Well, I have a vampire ring. There's vampire people.
Everything's vampires. Everything's coming up vampires. And then he, over in the alleyway, the white that is attacking Lunera is going to attack with the spear, and he rolls a natural 1. So yeah, he grabs into the spear, and you come down with both your weapons, and you shatter it.
Yes!
3 for 3, baby! 3 for 3!
You gotta add
Alright,
another
time
spear to the
that
title.
logo.
Yeah.
There's 3 spears
Yep.
now? Okay.
That should be the name of the bar I open once I reach level 20. The 3 Spears.
3 spears.
And then
There are many more spears to be
Yeah.
broken.
Yes,
between now and
indeed.
level
Okay,
20.
I will name my bar the X amount of spears that we break.
so 13 is the attack for his other one.
Okay. Nope.
That's if I live.
And he just tosses his spear to the side or his broken spear
So feels
to the side, and he
Just
just
keep
like
fighting.
he just puts his
You can
hands
do
in the
this.
claws, and you can see the suckers on each of them. Ooh.
Really?
Good. Goal?
Hell no. So I'm going to go ahead and block it with my gauntlet.
Oh no, yeah. He,
I want to headbutt him.
well, on your turn you can. It's not your turn though.
This is my
Slow
hellish
motion.
rebuke.
I'm
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think that's a hit. That is hellish rebuke anyway. So.
Yeah.
So on your turn you'll be able to respond.
Okay.
But it is actually Resmir's turn,
Dang it, Rosemary.
Oh, no.
and she's gonna stand up and she just goes, How dare you? And
She's gonna bamf. Or she's gonna turn into a giant ancient white dragon. We're all gonna die. Well, we're gonna. You got your other character sheet ready?
and she's going to whip her hand like this, and a bolt of spiraling green acid is going to soar towards Akio.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah. That's 25
Oh.
To hit or 25 damage?
to hit.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, that hits.
holy crap.
No, the damage.
I'll heal you. That's a lot of dice.
That's a lot of dice.
It is a lot of dice.
You might have
I might melt.
That is 11 acid damage.
Could have been worse.
Could have been way worse.
That could have been a lot worse.
No, Daddy, no.
So
My mustache is melting away.
Hey, by the way, you skipped me last time. Because I was supposed to go right after.
Right. Ari, it is your turn.
Alright, go for it.
Good catch.
I'm bravely running away.
Redcon.
So this way is the wall that you can
Okay.
get over, and this way leads out towards around the corner to the front gates.
Okay. Where I would see these guys fighting, essentially.
Yes.
Holy
It's like
I mean, I don't really want to. I only have like 10 hit points.
fruit leather.
that was
I think I have 10 hit points. Let me see. And this guy's taking no damage, so
Correct.
I just don't think that I would
You've been
survive.
running this entire time.
I would survive.
Thank you,
A
sir.
straight up fight here. Let's see. Down to
Definitely
12.
next time we're gonna freak a lot of turkey.
So yeah, I'm going
Not
to.
as super good.
I'm basically running like to try and find like an alley that I can duck down. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So this entire area is enclosed in a wall.
Okay.
So
How high?
the wall is about 10 feet high.
Okay. Then I guess yeah. I mean, I'll you know what I mean. I'll try and like get to the wall,
Okay.
and I'm using all of my movement speed and my action for
So,
movement speed.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Wait. Ha 23.
Okay.
Oh, that's my problem.
Yep. So you
Yes.
scale the wall in just 2 easy kick-ups,
Okay.
and you kind of go spinning around, and you see him take one of his kukris and toss it at you, and it just barely goes over your head as you land on the other side and just start booking it down an alleyway. So I need you to roll me. First, you need to roll me a acrobatics or athletics against him to get away.
Natural 20.
All right.
Plus
And then
6.
roll me a stealth check.
Natural one.
Shut up. First me 10. That's like could be worse.
Could be. Maybe bad 3.
No, that's actually an 01.
So you go racing through the alleyways. You know these alleyways pretty well, and you go around one, and you think about a specific hiding spot that you and your brother used to use, and you're about to duck into it when you go. It's more for adults than it is for kids,
Right.
or it's more for kids than it is for adults. So you end up instead you end up like jumping up and grabbing onto a sconce above it and hiking yourself up onto one of the roofs.
Okay.
And you see him come around the corner a few moments later, and he looks around and he looks right at the hiding place that you were about to go to, and he goes over and he kicks the bag of barley out of the way and looks in and doesn't see anything. He's got both of his kukris. It looks like he spent some time recovering that one. And then he just continues on down the alleyway.
Okay.
You are successfully away.
Okay.
Okay. And then it is Lunira.
I'm gonna headbutt that sucker.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. We'll just flavor it as your first attack.
That's flavored as my second attack. 12 and 5 is the 17.
That is going to hit.
That we all love to hear.
Yep. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Plus 3, 8.
Okay.
Damage.
You say this is the second one, and then you get.
And No.
So you headbutt him, and he kind of stumbles back a little bit and shakes his head a little bit. But
Alright.
he's still standing.
Dang it. Why won't you fall down? No! Why?
And the other one is...
It's unnatural.
Okay, so you kind of swing your axe wildly, but he stumbled back enough that it doesn't actually hurt anything.
I didn't think that's dang it.
And then it is the first, or the one that's fighting Thornock is going to make a spear attack, and that is 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
For a total of 10 damage, or 5 for you. And then the second attack with the sucky hand is going to be a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. So you're able to grab that hand inches before it reaches your arm, and kind of toss him back a little bit. And then it's your turn.
So I want to try to cut one of the lanterns to have it fall on him to see if he catches fire.
Okay.
Wow.
Flavor.
Go ahead and roll the attack.
$22.
Okay. So you kind of step to the side and bring your sword not down on him, but on the lantern post behind you, and it topples onto him. So go ahead and roll me a D8 of bludgeoning damage and then a D6 of fire damage.
I have to pull out a D8. Hold on.
I've seen Akia do this. Fireball!
Fireball!
Just as good. Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Bene Galivici.
6 total.
6 total. How much of that was the fire damage?
2.
He is on fire, so he will be taking damage at the start of his turn.
Yay!
Okay. And then it is the top of the round. Akio.
Okay, I'm gonna say run, Brom, and then I'm gonna do a scorching ray at Black Dragon,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my inspiration to help me here.
All three of them? Well, I mean...
The inspiration will be for one of the attacks.
Right. So 14 plus 5, so that one's a 19, so I won't use it there. Do you want me to roll all
I
three?
think you have to.
Yeah, you have to declare.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to declare before you roll. So you said a 19.
Yeah.
Okay, that one
Plus
hits.
a 6, but whatever. 7 plus 5, so 12.
I think that one misses.
And then 16 plus 5, so
That one will hit. Yep. So 2 of them hit.
2 and there. Oops. I think they're D8s. 2 D6s. So 4 D6s. 3, 7, 12, and 17.
17 damage?
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
If I move, will I take...
You will take opportunity attacks from
Okay.
both of them.
Okay, so...
Well, actually, no, from... You're next to one, but you have to move through another.
Okay, so I'll just stay there then, I guess.
Up against 3, including.
Yeah, one of them is Mesmer.
Which one's
Is she even looking phased at this point?
I mean, she looks like she's got burn marks on her. She's looked like she's got bludgeon marks on her and everything. And it is... Okay, so these two are out of the fight.
Well, I might want to rejoin, so
Okay.
I'd like to have my turn if I can.
Sure.
So I mean, I'm just trying to make my way
Okay.
back around.
We'll
to the front.
say that you'll be able to get around to this side to see everybody else in 2 rounds.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just because you are pretty far away over there.
Okay. I'm making my way,
Making my way down.
and I guzzle a potion
Okay.
as I'm going.
So are you using a key point to do the dash action then?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Sorry, I'm just dashing like as my action.
So
the round that I have to make a potion.
Yeah, so they will add a little bit of time. You won't be quite as far at the two, quite as close at that 2 rounds as you would be normally. Then it is this guy's turn that's attacking Braum. And he's just going to keep attacking Braum.
If he attacks twice, I want to, on the second one, reduce his damage.
Okay. Okay, so the first one, he only gets a 8 to hit.
Nope, doesn't hit.
And then the second one, which you're going to say
3.
reduced by 3. That's a 17 to hit.
14, yes, so that's...
Okay. So a total of 7 necrotic damage, and I need another Constitution saving throw from you, please.
18.
Okay, you are fine on that one. And then it is your turn.
That was 7 damage, right?
Yes.
Right, 7 damage. Okay.
Run, baby, run.
I said 12 acid damage on you?
How are you looking?
I've got...
Okay. I want to use another first level bonus action spell to use Healing Word. Be healed!
Is it a D4?
This is a D4 plus 3.
5. Not bad.
So it's 5, so I'll give you a little bit of health. Let me make sure I record that. I'll put it in. There we go. And then... disability on both of us. Not leaving you behind.
Just do it. Just go.
Not leaving you behind.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I assume if I skirt him, that guy would get a opportunity of attack, right?
Yep.
But
You can take the
advice.
disengage action to prevent opportunity attacks. It's your action for the turn.
I want to 5, 10. I want to. I'm gonna get attacked from both of them anyway. I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm gonna cast Shatter right here,
Which is everybody within 10 feet.
including me.
Okay.
5, 10. 5. Diagonal would be 10 him too, right?
Yeah, it will be hitting
It's
Akio.
okay. It's worth it.
But you might.
5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. I'm gonna cast it over here.
Okay.
Yes.
So that way I can get these 2 in there, and then that other guy can.
It does move them, doesn't it?
It would blast them towards us. My hope is that if it does blast, maybe we might be able to
Over.
and go under kind of thing.
Okay.
I hope.
Okay. So what is it again? It's a
Shatter is, and this is at the second level, is going to be Constitution saving throw of 13.
I thought Shatter did.
I'm sorry, Shatter doesn't
move them. It only Thunder Wave did. I thought.
I
I think you're right.
so Resmir
You're right,
makes
you're
it
right. And
But the-
anything that's
but the,
inorganic would take damage. Extra
inorganic. Okay. So they're both organic.
3d8.
So this one doesn't, but Resmir does make it save.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. There's no plus. Yes, so that's 12 damage.
Okay.
2 of them. And I say, I can't leave you, my friend.
Okay. And then it doesn't move them or anything. so-
No, if they have the failed loud ringing in their ears, Constitution saving throw, creature takes the failed save half as much damage. Non-magical
Alright.
objects that aren't being worn or thrown away.
Oh yeah, all the chairs go.
There's my table flip, Brahm's table flip.
Okay.
It was glorious.
Slow motion. So that's the end of my turn.
From different
All right. So
angles.
then it is the one in front of Akio. He's going to make a few attacks.
Under my breath, I'm saying, help, I need somebody.
11 to your AC on the first one.
That is my AC. So does it?
Yes, that hits. The second one is going to miss again, but the first one is going to deal 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Low hit.
Could have face sucked you with his hand.
Yes.
Resimir still has a turn, so we'll see.
And then it is this guy in the alleyway. Second verse, same as the first. 10 to hit on the first attack.
No.
And then a 21 to hit on the second.
Yeah.
So that's going to do 3 necrotic damage, and you need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Let's try another one.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Dang, that one's a 15.
So,
Is it? I'll go for that one.
what was one?
It's on the corner.
Damn.
Bad.
Okay. So, yeah, so your maximum hit points are reduced by 3. So just write, underneath your maximum hit points, just write -3.
Is it a long rest that restores?
Yes.
Temporary. No.
-3.
Okay. And basically, you cannot go above that number of hit points until after a long rest.
Temporary. So it's the
So
temporary.
even if I run,
It wouldn't be temporary hit points.
Even if
Yeah.
I run, I've got.
It's just basically your total maximum, your biggest, your highest health that you can get is reduced by 3.
Oh.
Right
The
now.
best bet at this point is for us to come in and try. These guys could just finish off the single vampire that they're fighting. People, come on.
I'm fighting. That's good.
Then it is actually
I'm
Resmir's
working
turn.
on it. I'm working it. Thank you.
I'm working here.
Much appreciated.
And she is. She's actually going to turn her attention to Braum. She sees that Braum has been applying some healing magics.
Radio. Yeah,
This
your worst damage.
is a
I mean-
13 hit.
If I was wearing a different armor, it'd be fine, but no. Yes, that hits.
Sucks.
That's a lot better.
We didn't think this through.
Here you go. 13 damage.
18 damage.
Dead?
Problem again.
So a bolt of acid hits Brum and splashes all over his fancy clothes. And
I give up!
he collapses.
Uh-oh.
Now you can thunder wave without worrying. Well,
That was-
that'll
that
be-
wasn't-
It's
that
a
wasn't,
second level,
can't-
and I haven't used all my second levels.
I would have used the marking whatever with I can't.
Fish's mockery.
No, the other one.
Cutting words.
Cutting words, but I already used this one.
Okay.
Nice knife.
And then it is Lunira's turn.
Alright, let's kick that necrotic hand in the face. Oh. 6 plus 5, 11. Obviously not going to.
Nope, not going to hit.
18 plus 5, 23.
That will hit.
Perfect. 5 damage.
5 damage.
So disappointing. Can I make an additional do actions?
Bonus.
Like a
Yeah,
bonus
you do have
action?
your action surge that you can roll an
I
extra
would
attack.
like to
Okay.
do that.
Go ahead and roll your
Does that
extra
just
attack.
give me a 1 extra
It just gives you
attack?
1 extra attack, yes.
14 plus 5, 19.
That will hit.
5 plus
Nice.
3, 8 damage.
8 damage.
Bravissimo, bravissimo.
Oh, thank you.
Molto bene.
Oh, man.
Alrighty. And then it is the one in front of Thornock. That is a 22 versus AC. For a total of 5 slashing damage.
You mean 3 slap?
I do indeed. And then, well, he rolled a natural 1 with his arm attack. So he brings his arm in, and you sever his arm!
Finally!
Yes!
And it just kind of flops to the ground, and he just looks at the stump a little bit, and then he snarls at you because.
He's also on fire.
Oh, that's right. He is on fire, so he is taking. Roll me. Actually, I'll have you roll since it's the damage. Roll me another d6 for fire damage.
3.
3.
Hey, that's higher than one.
Okay. And then it's your turn.
Up off his head.
That's actually what I want to do. I want to see if I can stick my sword down his throat or through the back of his head.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
So violent.
Axe to the heart. Too late.
It's a natural 20.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Crit.
Wow.
I want some of those.
Do you want me to roll my damage dice twice
Yeah.
or just double it?
You roll your damage dice twice.
Okay.
Every's wolf. Especially my saving throws.
Yeah, no kidding. Poor Brom.
We got this.
It's okay, bro.
Ain't
Gave
nothing.
the most half-hearted performance of the life.
19.
That's no good.
19.
Not happening like that.
You have the diamond, right?
So you slash into him, and he kind of brings his shoulder up just in the nick of time to prevent his head from being chopped off, but you definitely sink in really hard there.
I just want him dead.
Eat will kill.
So much.
Alrighty. And then, let's see here. It is... That's the bottom of the round. So the top of the round, Akio.
Did Ari move from her turn?
I'm moving closer.
Well, yeah, but he goes after you.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna ice knife Resmir.
Okay.
So here we go. Hopefully this works.
So you get disadvantage because you're next to somebody. Before you do that.
Oh.
Do you have any non-attack roll spells?
Do you have Thunderwave?
Yeah, but it's a second level.
Oh, yeah? You already used your second levels on Magic Missile.
Let's see what else I got real quick. Nothing. Okay. How much health
Any
do I have?
ranged?
How much? Who? I would take a hit from all three of them. If I remember.
You would take a hit from the two guards. Resmir is too far away for you to take a hit.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with the ice knife. Disadvantage, right?
Yep.
So that first one was a 5. Yeah, I'll have to go with the 5 plus 5, so 10.
Okay, 10 will miss her.
But doesn't it still explode?
And then it explodes and they have to make their saving
So you need to
throws.
do a saving throw, Dex of 13 or higher.
So Resmir makes her saving
So
throw,
she'll take half damage.
and so does the guard.
So it's 6 damage, so she'll take 3.
And then you will die.
I want to run away, but I don't want to die. I'm trying to run away.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm falling, seeing that John Sinatra, I did it my
I mean, so are you moving or are you just going to stay there?
I can't move, so I'm just gonna.
Well, you can move.
Well,
you
I'll
can
take a
try.
hit, though.
But
You could try and surrender.
probably gonna die
You
anyway.
could try and surrender.
Try jumping out a window.
I'm
That's
barred.
gonna
Surrender.
run.
Okay.
I'm just.
So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can
This
make
is
it
where
bigger.
Misty's stepping.
Okay, let's do it.
So here
Yes.
are the attacks.
Okay.
I did it my way.
The first one is going to be a hit.
Okay.
And that's going to be 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the second one is a total of 10.
Oh,
To
dang it.
hit. 10 to hit or
10 to hit.
Oh, then you missed.
So-
Okay.
He's alive. For one more turn. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Until she spits acid at you again and melts you to a puddle.
Maybe she'll roll like that.
All right, and then it is that was
Wait. Oh wait. Potions are a full action.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Brom. Roll me a death saving throw, would you?
Oops.
Sorry,
You
no.
left that
That's
medallion on
good.
you.
It's not good. It's a
It's a 2. It's not a 1.
Okay, so that's
One fail.
one fail.
Hey.
I'm choking on my tongue.
Let's see here.
We need a little fairy companion.
Yeah, we do. We need a heal bot.
We need a cleric or a paladin.
Okay, when one of you guys comes back as your second character,
Yeah, be a
be
paladin.
a healer. Not a paladin. We got too much movement.
All right, that
A
was
cleric.
that was
It's a
just
straight
bad.
up cleric.
If I die, I'll be a cleric.
Yeah, this one's just going bad. Let's try the C3.
I need you to roll me a
bad.
strength check, Akio.
It's okay.
I can't remember which one. This is the one that didn't fail. Yep, it's
12.
12?
Yeah.
So this creature tries to grab you by the shoulder, and you manage to jerk your arm away.
Nice.
Oh, I'm scary. Do I know what kind of creature it was?
It's the one of the guards.
It's one of the guards.
Oh, okay.
The white.
No, White Walker. The white sucker.
All right, and then this one in the alleyway becomes another double attack.
Nice.
Wait, you skipped Ari.
I'm moving.
Yes.
that's
Oh, I should mention, Ari, that as you're heading towards, you see some of the Baldur's Gate guard also heading that direction of the explosion.
Oh,
No.
The first one was a miss,
Okay.
and then the other attack is a crit.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
So
rude.
it's going to be 8 necrotic damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Oh, yay. 14?
Okay, so you make your save,
Okay, perfect.
but you are you do take 8 necrotic damage from that. So make sure you write that down. And then
What
it is
remind me, what can my Hellish Rebuke do? I really need
when you
that.
take a hit, you can attack them back, and they have to make a saving throw or take
Yes.
damage, I believe.
Your hellish rebuke is an action, and it doesn't cost us.
So you can use that now if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said 8 necrotic, right?
Yes.
This is when Lunera just cuts loose.
So are you going to do that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Do
For a Hellish Rebuke.
7.
So it's 8 plus your charisma. What's 8 plus your charisma?
8 plus my charisma is a zero.
Plus.
It's a plus 0, so it's an 8.
So it's an 8, but I
you don't
think
get your
it's-
proficiency.
No, I think you do get proficiency. So plus 2 on that.
So 10.
So 10. He does make it, so it's 2d10 fire damage, and then he'll just take half of that.
Alright.
got it. Get 2 10s.
Susceptible to fire.
Yeah, that one's
Okay, so both. Okay.
just wrong. Like, ignore them.
Right.
Where did my stuff go?
10,
10
and 4. 14.
14?
Was
10
it
and 4?
2d10?
Yeah, it was 2d10.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
14. So. Okay. He's not susceptible, but it does hurt him more than the other attacks have been.
Well, that's not comforting.
Not resistant
Yeah.
to it like he is to the slashing damage.
All right, and then it is
so I should just set
Resmir,
him on fire.
and she's going to turn and she's going to try an acid bolt at Akio.
Come on, Akio. Survive this.
Low
So
and
she
11.
didn't roll 1,
Oh.
but she rolled a 2. So that's a total of 10 to hit.
Yes,
So
by one.
it splashes against the wall right in front of you as you kind of duck out. And,
Bro, we'll come back for you. She makes a hole in the wall for you to escape.
and then it is Lunera's turn.
Did the wall like melt? Can I go through that?
I mean, the door is open, but it's just like the side of the door.
Tries not to
That
hit the wall.
With that other minus 8, then I'm at minus 11.
No, so that other you made your saving throw, so that necrotic damage didn't count against your total negative hit points. Basically, when you fail your saving throw, that much hit points also comes off your maximum.
Yeah.
So you only have -3 off your maximum right now. So. But you just have -8 off of your regular hit point.
Until your next long rest.
Someday I'm going to get this, I promise
Yeah.
you guys.
It's all gravy.
Alright. Okay.
Basically, what's like just take it off of your normal hit points unless I tell you otherwise. Okay.
Okie. Alright, so going to well, I mean it's pointless now to try and get his armor. So
and you guys are hearing the guards coming now as well.
Oh yeah. Definitely want to wrap that up. Okay, so
this is okay. We can just be like, there's a dragon. We're being attacked. Help.
alright. So I'm going to go
The
ahead.
vampire dragon.
Vampire dragon. There's vampire dragons, run! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try and take out my opponent. Hopefully I can kill him. Alright.
Go ahead and try.
Here we go. 4 plus 5, 9. Obviously not going to do it. And oh, I definitely swing and
So
swing and a miss.
swing and a miss, and then another miss.
Yeah.
All right, and then
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I think I
All right.
just polluted
so
the
it's
couch.
at this point we're not even going to get to the bottom of the round. It's at this point that the guards show up.
No.
And they come around the corner and they see you two fighting what appear to be undead creatures, and immediately intercept to fight with you.
Nice.
And Ari comes around the corner in time to see you take out these creatures with the help of the city guard. And so Ari, you come around the corner and you see this going on, and you still hear a commotion inside.
Okay. Yeah.
You're like halfway there, and then you have to sprint back.
So how far are we to
The gate's right here, and like it's leading right back
goes
into
right
the hall.
in here? So is Thornock's guy dead too?
Yes.
Okay, so they're both
Yep,
toast.
they're-
Okay.
With that acid breath.
All right. I say, I just start running towards the gate, and I look at Lunera and Brahm, and I say,
Oh, you mean Thornock?
Lunera and
The half orc.
Yes. And I say, I'm not letting another person die on this, or tonight.
Too late.
The guards are there.
Too late.
Well, I tried to rob this Duke again. No, I'm not letting another person die. I'm like, follow me to the guards. I'm like, there's more inside, and I just start running.
Okay.
For the
So you start running. The guards start following behind you. You are in the hallway, moving on your way out. Now, give me another death saving throw, please.
Don't do that.
Weird magic. 18.
Okay. Okay. So you and then the other 4 guards come around the corner, the ones that were chasing you down the hallway, and they look at you and they all start charging towards you. But the guards, the city guards, intercept and start fighting them off.
Okay.
And Akio, as you're running out the door, you hear the commotion coming from the dining hall, but you're not quite sure what's going on in there anymore. Eventually, you come around the corner and you see the city guards fighting these the guards of the manor, and the Duke comes around the corner and he sees you, and then he looks over and he sees the guards, and they're kind of taking out his guards.
Necro guards.
Yep. And he walks up as they're kind of finishing them off, and he goes, "Thank God that you've all arrived. I believe there's more and a half dragon in the dining hall. You must get them." And the guards nod and they start rushing there, and you start moving past to Ari, and he grabs you by the arm.
The Duke.
Yeah, he just kind of like not like forcefully, he just kind of like catches your arm, and as they're walking back past, he looks at you and he goes, "I want my property back, or I'm telling them what actually happened."
Backhand him.
Let's just kill him. I don't have
Sleight of hand. Do it.
Do one of those like twirl around, put your legs around his neck, and break his neck as you flip him over.
Yeah, Black Widow style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just concuss him.
Yeah,
We're all like
I
just
punch him in the throat.
So I can't
as
talk.
hard as you can,
Hey,
just to
dude.
silence him. Nice.
Nice.
Artificial silence. I like it.
I say, you're in league with the dragon cultists, and I just punch him in the face.
Okay.
And it's a 19.
Yep, that'll hit.
Break that drink. Yeah, break it.
Or
Knock his tooth out.
An 8.
finally, 14 damage.
Yeah, he goes out like a light. He crumbles to the ground.
And then I continue on with the rest of my movement if I can to try and get in the door.
Yeah. So you get into here. You see the guards finishing off the last 2 whites, but you
Okay.
don't see Resmir.
Damn it! She escaped. You guys must.
But you do see Brahm on the ground.
Think of how much experience
Brahm,
that
go
would
ahead and
have
roll me a
been.
death saving throw, would you?
I run up to Brahm.
Sure.
Which one was it? I don't. Yes.
Okay.
Lives.
I run up to Brahm and I take my necklace off and I put it around his neck again. I'm like, maybe I need to just leave this with you.
I did it.
So Brahm is stabilized. He won't be dying.
Right.
All right, I'm
And I just pick him up and
Cuddle
we
him.
in the commotion try to like
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
get out. Okay.
Akio, I'm assuming, is already outside.
Yeah.
You can go back.
I'll just have kept moving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cut big run.
Oh.
7.
You guys pass without a trace again.
I have only 1 key point.
Miraculously, the guards do not notice you
Holy crap!
in all of the
Wow.
commotion. So you guys head out of the mansion. You 3 are kind of milling about, Thornock included. And you see Ari come out holding Brahm, cradling him. And then she just kind of nods her head to the left, and you all kind of just slink off
Yes.
together.
Let's
We
get to the
we
safe
gotta
house.
get out of here.
Back to the safe
Never
house.
come back.
Right.
Every single one of us has got heat. We gotta
Okay.
get rid
So we are going to end it once again as you guys are racing through the streets of Baldur's Gate. One of you unconscious, the other one's very badly hurt. And who knows how many people after you.
Hey, we shattered another spear. That's what really counts.
Yeah.
So,
Three spears.
Is it? I mean, sorry. Just to clarify, like I was hitting to kill. I didn't want to knock him out, so I'm
you were
hoping,
hitting to kill.
I'm hoping that.
So you knocked him unconscious. You probably broke his nose, but you definitely didn't do enough damage to kill him. in
Okay.
one blow.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, like, if given the choice,
Yeah.
I don't want him coming to later and whatever. But
Punch him so hard he breaks his neck.
Forever where he's scarred.
With the limited time you had and the fact that there were guards actually in the building, you probably did not kill him. So that did not go quite as you guys planned.
No.
That's an
It
understatement.
was all due to terrible rolls.
That was horrible.
We didn't
Hey,
get above like a
did we get the
12.
diamond?
We did.
We got
the
the
diamond.
diamond.
All right, yeah.
It wasn't
Success.
entirely just
Ching.
terrible
Hey, and it was
rolls.
also, we had.
It was also somebody throwing a dagger at a half dragon.
Well, it's because
Unnecessarily.
Hey, I had a mic drop moment. I had to take it.
Hey, we let
I'm
her
out.
know the Heroes of
I'm out.
Venus mean business. She ran away from us.
Should have aimed for
Or the city
eye.
guard.
Guard, yeah, I wanted to.
Ah.
And that guy's a little traitor. He's a weasel.
Right?
Well, I punched him in the throat.
Public thank you to Keel Fang. He likes the, he or she likes the multicam setup.
So because of that, because you didn't win this fight, you made it out with the diamond, which is fine.
Right, pretty much.
It's the only reason you're getting any experience at all.
Yay!
But you each get 120 experience.
Ooh.
The guards leveled up.
What?
Just saying.
They're tougher now.
Thanks to you, Baldur's Gate is a little bit safer thanks to the guards being able to level up. But
Even though I rolled really crappy, did I get anything for that monologue?
Actually, yes. I'll give you 50 experience points for actually coming up with the Ballad of the Broken Spear.
What about like 5 experience points for the wizard showing up the bard at performance?
No, seriously.
I'll give you 5 points for the mustache. Actually,
Yeah.
So I think 120.
120.
Yeah, plus the one.
Grovel for points where I can.
Yes, plus 50 for you.
Thanks everyone for joining us. I hope you were as entertained by that as I was. Join us next week at the same time and same channel, Twitch channel, where we'll play more and find out if Brom will die again. I think that's the theme. Do you have any announcements for your stream or anything like that?
Nope, just we're keeping the X5 2017 is still open until the end of December. So if you want to donate, fuzzy-squirrel.tv. But thanks for coming.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, Keelfang's also starting a YouTube for 5e games. Check them out. Keelfang 32. I assume you have stuff on your channel. So, we're about to hang off, but thanks for coming, guys.
Woo, sweet. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.